T. McCluskey presents Arcade Talk live stream. Welcome to Arcade Wars.
We would be honored if you would join us.
May the 4th be with you.
Welcome everybody to another Arcade Talk. It's a Thursday already again. We had big news today, big stuff going on. Me and Papa Brad were busy doing videos all day, seemed like. But yep, everything had to come out at once for some reason. So made for a long day. Plus, I had other things going on in the morning. So we're finally here. The weekend is almost upon us. We got lots to cover tonight. Let's get Papa Brad on here. Let's do it. Let's do it tonight.
Papa Brad, he's got the skills, he's got the moves. Fighting the rails and smashing those arcade foods. He joins thinking, hey, he's the king of the realm. Those rocks with it, he'll never overwhelm. Classic 80s arcade, pretty by his thrill. AtGames Zen Pinball, he's got the perfect skill. No one can beat him, he's got the high score. Papa Brad's gaming, he's a legend for sure. Papa Brad's gaming world, the king of the fun. With real pinball action, he's always on the run. Papa Brad is legend, his skills are unrivaled. In the world of gaming, forever title.
Woo!
Welcome,
All right,
welcome.
all right, all right.
Welcome,
the lag
welcome.
is gone, T. McCluskey.
It is.
Our machines that are themed to Adam's family finally have a table worthy of the beautiful cabinet that it's housed in. I mean, what an incredible improvement. T. McCluskey.
Oh yeah.
AtGames
Huge
has
improvement.
done
Huge
it.
improvement.
They have killed the flipper lag. It is a thing of the past.
Yes, it is.
T.
It is.
McCluskey, 200 million point game. That was my third game playing.
Nice.
That's
Can't
third
say
game,
mine.
third try.
Third try.
That's how much of an improvement the flipper lag does to the accuracy. If you're a real pinball player and you live and breathe playing pinball, I can tell you the game from a gameplay standpoint, this is a game changer. T. McCluskey, a game changer. What do you think, T. McCluskey?
It's yeah, I mean, you know,
I know
some
we were a
people
bit overwhelmed because we had so much to cover in one day. We had the Addams Family update. which is probably really the biggest news of everything. And then we had the Universal Pack with 3 great tables launch, and arguably one of my favorite Zen tables of all time, which of course is Back to the Future. And just they did it beautifully. T. McCloskey.
Yeah, back
I,
box.
I have to say it. I think this is the first S tier table that they have launched where I have to give it an S tier, where I'm going to put it at, I'm going to give it a perfect. I don't think I've given one of them a perfect, but to me, that's the perfect table. I mean, if you have any nostalgia at all for the classic Back to the Future movie, there's no way you can't just fall in love with the table. I mean,
oh yeah, it's a great table.
Change time zones. You got the flames, the flaming ball trails.
I got that going today.
You know, Mikey, you were pointing out the voice acting is not great, but it does kind of fit the feel of it. It could have been. We wish it could have gotten the real actors' voices, of course, but still, I think all in all, if you look at just as a pure virtual pinball table, something not based on the real world, something for a movie franchise, I think it's pretty hard not to love the Back to the Future table. I mean,
that's a great table. It's a great table. Yeah, I mean, the flipper lag isn't quite dialed in like Magic Pixel, but we knew that, right? I mean,
but it never is with Zen. Play Zen on OTG, even though even the OTG Zen is not even at that level. Because I think it's definitely acceptable now. I mean, people are like, "Oh, can we call this?" I say call it a fix. I mean, people are like, "Is there enough improvement to call it a fix?" I would have to say 100% yes. You look, I mean, I scored like what 30 or 40,000 playing it on the old version. I mean, the gameplay tells the tale, really. To me, the gameplay tells the tale. You know, and that's the same person playing.
You keep freezing over there.
Am I freezing?
Yeah, every once in a while you freeze.
Oh, sorry, I'm still in a hurricane recovery zone.
Yes,
so
you
my
are.
Internet might be choppy, brother.
But hey, your electricity stayed on yesterday.
Yeah, it did. It was flickering. We had a lot of flickering.
I hate that, man.
I couldn't believe it. I thought I was going to lose it for sure. But
I had to hear too, man. It's like,
let me go out and come back in and see if that helps. I'm going to go out and come back in. Just hold it down. Hold on the fort, T.
All right. Hobbit Hands says Papa Brad is lagging. That's funny. But yeah, I mean, there's still lag there. But if you go play Zen tables on Steam, there's a little bit of lag there too. But if you go from 140 down to 94 on milliseconds, the way Wagner did it, he's doing it a new way with that alt program. So the old Adams Family had 140, and this new one has 94. So that's pretty good improvement, right? Pretty good improvement. And I can see him down the road making a couple more improvements, but you're only going to get it so close because Steam is not 100% on. So you're always going to have that when you're going from mechanical to a software. I mean, there's going to be a little bit of lag there anyways. But if gameplay is good and you have no issues making shots, like I haven't played Adams Family that much yet because I was busy doing 5 videos a day that I pumped out. But just a little bit I played, I could tell I can make my shots now, where before it was like, Hail Mary, it was like, am I going to hit the button soon enough to get that shot I want? But now it seems like you don't need to, pray that you're going to hit the button at the right time to get that lag to move the ball where you want to. And of course, with Back to the Future, E.T., and the other one feels the same way. And it's kind of cool too, because they definitely made audio improvements. The SSF kit is improved. I don't know if you guys noticed, like before, like an Adams Family, when the ball would drop off the play field, I mean, it would like clunk, like really loud, like it was vibrating the speakers. So it sounded terrible. When I was playing it today, man, it was like nice, smooth sound effects. The ball wasn't clunking down so hard. So they definitely made some audio improvements, especially with the SSF kit. And you can hear the ball rolling around, and the ball actually feels like, or sounds heavy now, which before it didn't. So I know they made some definitely decent amount of improvements. Only bad thing is, I don't know if you saw my Adams Family. We did lose a little bit of graphics on them. We'll go over that a little bit later too, but we did lose a little graphics. If you go to my end of my Adams Family, I have a still shot of one of the rails, and before there was like no pixelating, and then after you got the pixelating. So obviously there was a down tone on the graphics. But we've kind of noticed that in the last several packs that the graphics might have been toned down a little bit, but not all of them. Only seven tables looks like got their graphics toned down a little bit. And I think it's because some of those tables have so much going on. So we got a little bit of graphics downgrade, but not as bad as a lot of people thought. A lot of people thought they would have to downgrade the graphics a lot. The only thing I really noticed on Adam's Family is just there's some pixelating on the rails, but the rest of the graphics look great. Like all the other tables. I say it every time on my videos. It's like, damn, all the graphics look great. Why can't you get those railings? Get rid of those jagged edges. And some of them are better than others. So it's just, I'm not sure. But hopefully Zen and Magic Pixels and AtGames down the road, slowly make these improvements. Kind of like they're doing now. They're slowly making these improvements. Slowly they get better each time they come out. So I'm pleased with the progress. I mean, remember, this just came out in what? Some of us got it at the end of January, beginning of February, and we're just in September now. So I'm happy that we keep seeing progress. We don't see it going backwards or just staying the same. We keep seeing progress on all these firmware updates, which that's makes me happy. And but just being a new product, you're going to have these issues, especially Zen. I mean, sounds like they rebuilt these tables completely to run on this machine, which they probably should have did in the first place, but they're kind of under the gun to get all that stuff going so quick. Luckily, they had Magic Pixels, man, to help them out. We might have never got it fixed if Magic Pixel wasn't able to help them. Yes, Sack Pen player, I agree, man. I could never make that shot on the Adams Family, the upper right flipper, man. I was always too late, man, because of that lag. And today I noticed, I'm like, hey, I can finally make those shots now and like hit the train and all that. And before it was like a hit or miss, because the lag was bad enough where you couldn't make that shot. And that's how a lot of the tables for Zen, that's where I always noticed the lag was those upper flippers on the right or left. Half the time you hit the button, it was like way too late, man. The ball's like down at your bottom flippers by the time it moved. But the bottom flippers have been pretty good since probably the Attack from Mars, but that upper left and right were still pretty laggy, which today I noticed even on the new Universal Pack, I noticed the left and right flippers. I was able to make shots with them now, not way late. DayZ, did Papa Brad forget to come back? I don't know, man. Hope not. What if he's having more issues over there? He's using a camera in his mic that he hasn't been using for a little bit since probably the last time he streamed, which he didn't stream with us last week. Let's see. Video Game Vegas. Arcade Talk. Huge shout out to Wagner's Tech Talk for finally revealing Zen table resolutions. A little sad that they are in 4K, but at least we know that's important. Yep, I agree. But a lot of them look so good. I mean, you really can't tell. The places where you can really tell that they're not a true 4Ks on those the rails. But it's a step up. I think they're definitely on the right track. I think slowly, now that they figure out this lag stuff, man, I think that things are just going to get better as time goes on. Just like they said, the audio issue, pretty sure it was audio issue. They said it's just wave 1. So there's more waves coming for that. So it just shows you they're slowly making improvements everywhere. Graphics, you're only going to get so good. And the same as the flipper lag, you're only going to get so good. Like I said, if you play on Steam, you notice
All right.
there's a little bit of lag
Taking a look at
when you push the button on your keyboard.
Zen Pinball on the AtGames Legends 4KP.
So you're always going to have a little bit, but they're getting closer to Magic Pixels flipper lag, and I'll show you that tonight. I got some examples of how close they're getting to the Magic Pixels for lag, because even Magic Pixels have lag. I'd say they're like a low grade 4K. I mean, some of them are 2K. Some of them are a little bit above that, but we'll see. But they look great. I mean, the graphics look incredible on all these new tables, except for the rails. It's the only place I really noticed. Everything else is pretty crisp and clear. And you can even find right like Back to the Future on what's that thing called for the DeLorean? Escapes my mind. I've been saying that all day and I can't now remember. The capacitor, the flex capacitor, right? You can even read the writing on that thing, and that writing is pretty small. So it's like some areas are like close to a 4K, and some areas are not. It's just kind of weird. I don't know if that goes back to performance with the the flippers and all that. The gigawatts. What's up, Shotgun Sean? Yeah, we didn't say who's on there tonight. We got is retrogaming in here? We won the Tempest Marquee and waterfall control deck for Tempest. So we're waiting for Papa Brad here. Let's say who's all in the chat. Did anybody? Do you guys enjoy that Super League football tournament? I had one good game, man. Like the second or third time I played it, I could not beat my score after that. Even though I didn't get a chance to play it yesterday or today with everything going on. But hey, we got Dan Z in here tonight. Welcome, Dan Z. Of course, we got Jason Little Alien here, one of the best moderators on YouTube. We got Marine 50. Good evening programs. We got Biggie Fries in here. What's up, Biggie Fries? Of course, we have Video Game Vegas. We got Pete G. Greetings all. We got Mikey Yoon in here. Welcome, welcome. We got Incognito in here. We got Carl O, of course, another moderator. We all like. Real Creamer in here. Not the fake one. We got the real one. We got Mad Dog in here. Mad Dog's in here tonight. Reminds me of Mad Dog 2020. Sick Crow's in here. What's up, Sick Crow? Got YO in here. Happy National Video Game Day. All did not know that was a thing. Got Vader 640 in here. Hello, all. I know, and I forgot. I played Vader there at the beginning for Ray Earl Jones. Sad to see him pass. Man, I did not know he was 93 though. I did not know he was 93. He did not look 93. We got Lynn Johnson in here. Danny Johnson's wife's in here. Welcome. We got Retro Arcade Trooper. There's Danny Johnson himself. Got Mad Ben Hand in here. Always see him on the leaderboards. Let's crank it up. I was like hearing the sax guy. Thanks for subscribing, Morgan. The Hobby Hands in here, of course. Good old Hobby Hands. Got me the Dragon's Lair coin door that we gave away. We got to get it's right there. Only person I did not get a hold of last week for the prizes was a Pixel Traveler. He's the only one I didn't get a hold of, or he didn't get a hold of me. Of course, we did have Papa Brad in here. He just kind of disappeared. I don't know what happened to him. Hey, what's up, Tony C? He's in here. Of course, we got Biggie D in here. Welcome, Biggie D. Got Chaotic BPR. Welcome, welcome. Sound like Chaotic, you didn't haven't got a chance to play that stuff yet on your Attack from Mars. I haven't got to play a whole lot either, but we got Doc Mario in here. Hello, folks. Someone call a doctor. Got Ray Del Torre in here. I think I already said sack pin player. If I didn't, I did now. Of course, Dan Z, thank you for the $2 super chat. I forgot to mention that earlier. Thank you for that super chat. Got E. Leo in here. Welcome, welcome. We got Wish I Was a Rock Star, which is Disturbed 76 on tournaments. So if you ever see Disturbed 76 on our tournaments, that is Wish I Was a Rock Star. And you got a bunch of people in there. So did I get everybody? I think I got everybody. Shotgun Sean, what's up, Shotgun Sean? We got, and then RD. He's another one. I got to get your Core Plus out, man. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. You and my family. I got to get that. You're the last two that needs to get out for that prize you won last week. I apologize I didn't get out earlier. I think that's it. I think I got everybody. Oh, there's Pixelated Traveler. Email me, Pixelated Traveler, so we can get that prize out to you. That's you got the Hobby Hands Dragon's Lair coin door. Just email me at jtmccluskey@yahoo.com. There's is it Lauren Morgan? Just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. Hopefully I said your name right. I'm bad with names. And that's it. Tony C, I will sell my ALP HD once VPX standalone is working. Are you going to upgrade to the 4K? I take it. Yeah, I can't wait to see what that VPX standalone is going to do. Be interesting. Now, RD, I have not mailed those out yet. I apologize. I will get those out tomorrow. Yeah, at least, I apologize for that. Been busy all week. Hey, we finally got Pop Brad back.
Hey, man. Oh, man, I had to go back to my Sony camera. I couldn't get that Elgato face cam to turn on.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I even rebooted my computer. I don't know. I'll have to fool with it later. It was hanging. I guess it was hanging upside down for too long filming pinball upside down. I don't know what I did to it, but it doesn't want to stream normal. So back to Sony. Back to Old Faithful.
Sony.
So what's up, man?
Nothing. Just I was going over who's in the chat.
Okay, is it choppy right now? Is it okay?
No, it's good.
Okay. I'm just gonna go back to the Sony cam.
Yeah, Pixelate Traveler, you won Hobby Hands coin door for Dragon's Lair last week during the drawing, which is it's pretty nice. I mean, you could put it on other things if you have it other ones. Yeah, I got one of those over here.
Cheers. Let's celebrate, man. Big day.
Big day.
Big day. What's up, Video Game Vegas?
Long day. Hey, what's up, Jeremy? Wow, Back to the Future is on the ALP 4K now. Yep. You kind of see my back box back there. I pulled it a little closer to me so you guys could see it. It's a beautiful back box.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous, man. The table looks great.
I was impressed. I was impressed with all three backglass images.
Yeah, they play great, and they're different than the ones that Zen uses for regular pinball effects. They're different. They're unique backglasses.
Yeah, I noticed that.
AtGames kind of gets their own special sauce when it comes backglass time from Zen. They usually get a little bit different backglass.
Yeah, even
I like what they've been doing. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed. I was like, "Whoa, I don't remember that being a backglass image before." Even like
no,
ET
it isn't.
And then
they're all a little different. They did that with the Kong pack too. The Godzilla and Kong tables all have different backglasses than the ones that are typically available.
I wish you could see that a little better, but man,
the
Jaws
special
was really
sauce.
cool. Yeah, the Jaws is pretty cool looking too, man. You got the boat and you got Jaws on that back. You can see a little bit there.
I know Video Game Vegas is putting his machine together. He needs a new back glass. He had some issues putting it together, but I'm sure AtGames is going to take care of him. And we can't wait to have. I don't think there was something wrong where it wouldn't turn on. So he contacted customer support, and I'm sure they're going to take care of him. Make sure you take care of him because I can't wait to have him play with us in tournaments. It's going to be great.
I know. I think he was sitting in a box too long.
Yeah, it's probably sitting in a box too long.
You never know. Things, electronics, man. If you don't
sometimes
use them, man, they just
But sometimes if you use them in a strange way, like I said, I had that Elgato face cam upside down and streaming backwards to do my pinball stream. So I don't know. I have to probably reset something. But
yeah, just didn't like it, man. Like
it didn't like it.
Being upside down, man. I don't like being upside down.
It didn't want to work at all in StreamYard. I don't know what I did to it. He says this backglass only displays a white screen that flickers. Yeah, there's something wrong with it. I'm sure they'll take care of that.
You got it plugged in right?
Yeah,
And
you
I know
may.
some people had plugged in wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Double check that.
Yeah, double check the
Make sure.
connections. Maybe it's a connection issue.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen other people say stuff like they had it plugged into the wrong wire or wasn't connected right. I would at least check the wires just in case. I mean, it probably won't be the case, but you never know.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. I'm sure they'll take care of them. So what's up? Shotgun Sean's here. Good to see you. Got Carl O. I'm sure you already invited everyone in. Hobby
Yes, I did.
Hands, Retro Arcade. Man, we got a full house today. 41 Team Kloski already. Lauren Morgan, what's up?
Yep. Lauren Morgan just subscribed. So
Excellent. Yeah, he's popped in on a few of my streams. Welcome to the stream. It's a good day to be an AtGames owner, Team McCloskey.
yeah, and like I said, if I didn't say yet, but I don't know if some people might not know. If you don't have an Adams Family machine, you will have to re-download the Adams Family table for it to work. You do that through the App Store X. And I think you
It's
just
a brand
go
new
in.
table. And the only other thing is you can't switch back and forth between the other Zen tables and these new ones. If you do, you'll get some ball stuttering, and that's just a known issue till they replace them all. That's why, like in 5 weeks, they're replacing 24 tables or something like that in 5 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, so we only got 4 weeks left, really, because this week's already over.
So
4 more weeks.
Pretty soon it'll be a non-issue, but just for right now, whatever fixes they did to fix it to make it where it works so good. If you load the old Zen tables and go back to the redone ones, you'll get some ball stuttering, which is just a known issue.
Yeah, I wonder what that's all about. Why it does that? I guess probably I don't know. Not sure, but I guarantee it has
I
something
don't know.
to
It's
do with
above me, but I'm just glad they fixed it,
Yeah,
man.
me
The
too.
experience is so much better. I mean, I can't wait. It's like we're gonna be getting all new tables when we play all these again with increased accuracy. It's gonna be incredible.
Yeah, it's just a small thing we got to go through for the next 4 weeks. Then after that, it's gone.
Yeah, just a minor inconvenience.
Lynn Johnson said, "I love Back to the Future. I do too. I actually got the flame. I got the flames going. If you didn't know either, Back to the Future is one of those tables you have to have the ball trails on.
Yeah,
So you get
yeah. I'm usually not a fan of ball trails, but this is the one table. And
this one is My Little Pony.
Yeah, the My Little Pony one has really cool ball trails too. It has the rainbows. That one's worth doing too. There's that one and Back to the Future.
It's probably the only two so far, anyways.
Yeah, for my stream, I stripped down to where you could just see the ball, so you could really see how smooth the performance was. It's pretty impressive. I mean, they really did a good job on this rebuild.
Yeah, they did. Hey, thanks, Mad Dog, for that $20.
All right, woo woo!
Thank you. He's the one that gave a Arcade Talk shirt away last week.
Awesome, thank you, Mad Dog.
Jeremy says Pinball FX has some flipper lag. Like I said before, you're always going to have some lag because you're going from hardware to software.
Yeah.
You're always going to have some. Like I said, Magic Pixel has lag. And we'll go over that later.
Yeah. I got Israel Gaming here. Good to see you. I'm feeling
You
a
want
little
a
better. Little better. This cold's been out of hold of me for a while, though. It's been a tough one.
Man, it seems like these colds nowadays, man, they just linger on for weeks. Jeremy says, My Little Pony's a really good table. I do like it.
Lauren Morgan says Back to the Future is the best table they've done. Like 6 modes to start in. Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah. I mean, to me, it's like one of the best Zen tables. And it's done well. It's just done so well. It's executed well. I was worried a little bit. I was like, are they going to be able to pull off Back to the Future? It's a pretty complicated table with a lot of modes and stuff. Yeah. But, man, they knocked it out of the park. And
we did that in one of our tournaments.
I know. We played actually in my video that I put up for Back to the Future. I mentioned the Arcade Talk tournament. Woo, Carlo.
Showing off his membership of 12 months.
Awesome.
Been a full year, man. Wow. It's a long time, man. I appreciate you being a member for 12 months. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I know it's not hard to believe it's been that long already.
I know. So much has happened in 1 year, I mean, just really so much has happened. It's been incredible.
Oh, I know. I mean, that game's itself in the last, like I said, a lot of people started getting their Adams Family in end of January. So
T. McCloskey, I remember when they started with the pinball machine with the arcade marquee on the top. I remember that. They came all the way from that to this Back to the Future table we just played. Think of how far that is. They went from having an arcade marquee on top of a pinball machine to having a beautiful cabinet that looks like a pinball machine, playing one of the most advanced Zen tables with no flipper lag. They've done that in a year. That's incredible, T. McCloskey.
really less than a year.
Less than a year, yeah.
Israel, thanks, man. Oh, Carl gave 10 away. Nice.
Wow.
Israel got
Right.
one. Pub Brad got
Hello.
one. Just two of you got one. MG got one.
You know what still has a lag? Is our sign still has a lag, T. McCloskey. We're keeping it alive. We're keeping lag alive.
That's right. See, even StreamYard says lag.
Yep.
Speaking of it, Pop Brad, this is what 4K pinball was going to look like.
Look at that.
There it
Think
is.
of how far AtGames has came. Multicade art, arcade marquee background, weird dimensions. I mean, look at the beautiful product we have now. I mean, like today was almost like I looked at my Adams Family with new eyes after I played this table, and it kind of delivered on the promise of like feeling like I have an Adams Family pinball at home. It's like I like reopened my eyes to how much I love this machine. Really, honestly, it was that big of a deal to me, at least, because my machine's themed to Adams Family. I love, and the funny thing is, even as bad as the lag was, I still played Adams Family when I played the real pinball machine. I mean, I just did way better than I'd ever done before. So it still helped me a lot. But the way it plays now is there's no comparison. It's like day and night, you know.
Yeah, it's day and night. Yeah.
You know,
I played it earlier in the week, and I'm playing it today. It's like, damn. Hey, thanks, Jonathan Rowe, for subscribing. Thank you.
Yeah, it's okay to be critical. You know, you don't want to rain on someone's parade or anything. But I mean, this is a happy day for AtGames owners to me. I mean, this is a huge improvement to me, at least from what I saw and what I played.
And it was a must on the Zen tables to get that fixed and get the lag way down.
Yeah, and the oldest ones are the ones that have the worst problems. I mean, Snoopy and Adams Family to me were the worst of the bunch. So I can't wait to see the rest of them. It's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be like getting all new tables again.
Yeah, I hope I can actually finally play Snoopy, man. I love that on Steam. I loved it. I couldn't wait for it to come, and it's just so unplayable. I just wish they would zoom in the table
like
some.
Punch in a little bit tighter with it. Yeah,
like E.T. E.T. is a prime example. You see how zoomed that is in? I mean, you can see the whole play field. It's like right there. And even Garfield is like that. And I really, Peanuts and Garfield to me are like,
I wonder if it's because like when they scale it, because they do them on like the PlayStation and the Xbox and stuff. I wonder if it's because when they scale it, like they have to scale a little different to make it in cabinet mode.
Yeah, but the Garfield is almost
it's cross-platform.
Yeah, Garfield though almost exact same as Peanuts. It's almost exactly the same. And Garfield zoomed in some, and it's actually more fun to play it on the 4K AtGames than it is on Steam because of that. So I think they could do the same thing with Snoopy on it, but I don't know if they'll do it now. They might down the line. Who knows? We'll see. I mean, that's only wish I would with Peanuts. But the lag's going to be great though because I'm going to be able to hit Snoopy's doghouse more often. Thanks, Wish was Rockstar for the $2. Thank you. Best AtGames show on YouTube. Suckers. #Disturb76.
All right. Wish I was a rock star.
Yep, he's Disturbed 76 in the tournaments.
Awesome.
His real gaming said, Pop Brad, that ET gameplay looks really good. I like ET. A lot of people were critical on that one. I really like ET.
I need to play it again. I can't do all these. I can't do the videos that quick. I need some time with these other two. Back to the Future. I know that one like the back of my hand. So it was like, I could tell right away if it was good or not.
Yeah, I played a lot of ET.
Like any of the tables that we played for a full weekend tournament, like when you come back to the table, it's like you're seeing an old friend, you know. It's because we spent so much time playing them, you know. Like when you go back to play them, it's just like it's just a good experience because you kind of know, you know, it feels familiar.
Yeah, that's how I feel on ET because I played a lot on Steam.
Yeah, I haven't played ET much, so I'm gonna have to give it a chance.
It's pretty fun, man. I think there's a learning curve on that one, and I think people just don't give it time enough to play it to figure it out. Once you figure it out, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, that Jaws back glass is gorgeous. The back glass that they came up with for Jaws, just so good looking.
I love it. Yeah, like when I saw it, I'm like, hey, wait a second, that ain't the right, you know, the
Yeah, it's not the same one they're using on regular pinball effects. Yeah, I like the back glasses they're doing.
Yeah, I wish you could see it a little better, but yeah, I love that one.
Yeah, maybe down the road, maybe one day if we could get some animation in them, maybe some lights, like where it looks like lights are going on and off and stuff like that. That'd be cool. But I mean, as far as just having good graphics and stuff, they look good.
Oh,
they look good. I mean,
great.
That's what I guess that would be my wish list of, like, you know, things that maybe down the road, you know.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, Zen's never really had.
They don't do it on any of them. They don't do it on OTG. So, but it would be cool to have some animated back glasses.
But you really don't need the back glass when you
don't
do.
need
it.
Yeah,
OTG you do, but like on Steam, if you play it on Steam, you don't need.
You don't need it on Steam, right?
But now that they have a real pinball machine, maybe they'll do some of that lighting effects down the road.
Yeah. I know they have their hands filled with you know, figuring out how to get rid of this flipper lag.
Oh man.
So I mean that was a massive project. I mean,
it was not an easy fix. They had to touch every component inside
every part of it and then rebuild the table. I mean, these aren't patches. This is a whole new table rebuilt. And that's why it's so much different, you know. It's just a whole new ball game.
Yeah, they had to do it. You know, they probably find Max Pixel probably find told them, like, man, you're just gonna have to redo these.
Yeah, you have to start over. Start over. Sorry, man.
Sorry, we can't get the lag any better.
Game over, man.
And they probably would have done that originally if they had time. They just didn't have time.
They didn't have time. Yeah,
they tried something else and it just didn't work.
I mean, Zen was kind of a last minute add-on for the 4KP launch. You know, it was like right before it was launched. They kind of just got added in, and it takes development time. You know,
it does
figure this stuff out. New platform.
They got on board a year earlier. It would have been fine. From day one, I guarantee probably they would have had time to be able to figure stuff out, and they could have built it for that directly.
You know, it was just like shots that I would never get on the Addams Family I was making. Like, you know, like it was super hard. I could never get like the railroad shot because the lag was so much that I would miss the timing. Whenever the ball swings through the top, you know, that railroad shot, could never get it. But now, I mean, like now I can get it. It's like it's night and day. It's a huge gameplay advantage. It's like your shot accuracy goes way up with the smooth gameplay like that.
When you were gone, that's why I said it's like I never could make that train. It was just like, you know,
never made the train. Yeah,
if I got lucky,
every once in a while, I might hit it once in the game just out of pure luck. But as far as actually executing the shot, it wasn't happening.
No, because I mean that's what I was telling people too. Is that the upper left and right flippers is where you really saw the lag. That, you know, the bottom flippers you're okay, but the top ones, man, that's where you really notice that lag because you're always behind. Because you know, for one, it comes so fast to that upper flippers.
Yeah,
and by the time you hit the button, man, it's like past.
And so much of it is feel. You know, it all has to work together. You know, the sound, the timing. You know, the amount of delay on the flippers has to be right. It all has to come together to make it feel right. And they really did execute a complete redo of Addams Family, which is what they had to do to really make it right. But Mikey says if they come out with a Marvel, he's on board. Which skin do you want, Mikey? Are you X-Men? Spider-Man?
Maybe any.
I can't wait till we get Marvel and Star Wars because you know Zen has all those tables. You know.
Yeah, we'll get Star Wars and Marvel
because we played Empire Strikes Back in tournament. Remember in the Arcade Talk tournament.
Yep. Aliens, I'm not sure.
Shout out to Carlo. Taught me the secret of Empire Strikes Back.
Star Wars and Marvel will definitely get it at some point.
Yeah.
Now that they get the lag fixed, we might get it sooner than later now.
Yeah.
Be cool to see some Star Wars. May the 4th be with you next year. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe
We have a skin supposedly being announced this month too, which we don't even know what it is.
next week. I'm
Next
still
week,
guessing. I'm still guessing. Creature from the Black Lagoon, man.
you guessing creature? Yeah, I
The
think
timing's
Creature
right
would be
there.
Creature
Oh,
would
look
be
at
a great
that.
one.
Isn't Creature coming out October 2nd?
Is it coming out on that day?
They're announcing on the 18th of September, right? That's exactly 2 weeks. Exactly 2 weeks, Papa Brad. 18th is on a Wednesday. And the 2nd is on a Wednesday. Exactly 2 weeks.
Yeah, Creature is my dream table. If I could have any pinball table skinned to anything, Creature, that's the one I want.
Yeah, look at Ray's, man. Looks awesome.
If you look at Ray De La Torre's, what he made himself, his modded one, it's beautiful. Just the art is so cool. The purple and the green.
And where did you get the artwork, Papa Brad?
I think Buy Stuff Store.
Yep, that's right.
They did a good job.
They have great graphics over there. They use that.
They do have some good graphics. Yeah,
it's the only way to go. If people don't sell with the micro holes, man, it's like no, thank you.
Yeah. That was a great upgrade. The Buy Stuff Store controller art, control panel art is a nice inexpensive upgrade that really makes the pinball look a lot better and pop. Easy to install. Bam! Look at that. Look at that mug. Look
at that. There it is.
That's
Creature.
awesome. He even made his rails chrome. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, he said he redid the chrome because the other ones he was using was starting to peel off.
Yeah. Got Video Game Vegas coming in with a $2 super chat.
Hey!
Good vibes tonight.
So
Papa Brad and T. McCloskey. Glad you're here, Video Game Vegas. AtGames, take care of him. We need to get him playing with us in the tournaments.
Yeah. Thank you. $2.
Bring me the Creature. Bring me Monster Bash. Jason Little Alien. Glad you're here, Jason. Good to see you. Best mod in the business.
Monster Bash, I'd be tempted. Creature, I definitely would get it if they came out. Creature, I heard Monster Bash, man, I'd be tempted.
Hey, we got Gregory here. What's up, Gregory?
Hey, what's up, Gregory? Because Monster Bash looks pretty cool too.
Yep.
Not as cool as Creature, but I don't know.
Yeah, Monster Bash has that Frankenstein. That's pretty cool too. I do love Frankenstein, but there's something about like the Creature table I actually like more than Monster Bash. And some people might say that's blasphemy, but I just like the challenge of the Creature. Once you learn how to play it, it's a harder table, but it's really rewarding when you get through the modes. And I love the way Zen does the animation of the Creature walking out of the table. That's one of the few ones I would say definitely I like the animated, that with the advanced graphics.
King Ed and AV, I would not keep two. I would sell my Adams Family if I got the Creature eventually.
Yeah.
To get some of my money back. Plus, I don't have the space. I mean, right now, temporary, I could have the space for two of them, but you don't really need.
You don't need more than one because, it's unless you just like the look of having more than one, but
yeah. Or if you have, family members that really want to play it.
That's true.
But I don't have that case.
I've got the HD sitting right next to my 4KP, so I've got two already. I got them side by side. But T. McCloskey, I do get spoiled because now that I have the 4KP, I don't play the HD as much as I used to, because I have both of them right side by side. They play a lot of the same tables.
The other thing that came out too is it's going to be cool that you're going to be able to put the Zen tables on a flash drive.
Yeah.
So if you start running out of space, you could put all your Zen tables on a flash drive, get them off the hard drive.
Yeah.
I think Adam's Family right now you can. The new versions you will be able to. The old versions you won't be able to.
Yeah. I would probably move the other tables and leave the Zen ones on the flash drive, me personally, but I think you could move like the other ones onto the flash drive too.
I just say Zen just because they're so much bigger than the other.
Yeah, they are a lot bigger
tables, and you can get any size flash drive you want anymore.
Yeah, they make them so big. I mean, they make flash drives that used to be what a hard drive was, and it's just a flash drive. It's pretty crazy.
Video Game Vegas, Zen already has the same creature. If you go and play Creature from Black Lagoon on Steam, they actually have the original artwork. So
Yeah, they show the table with the original artwork.
I don't think they would go away from the original artwork.
I don't think they would
Adam's
either.
Family. I like that they went away on Adam's Family because I never really cared for the original.
Yeah, the Adams Family real table artwork is pretty boring. It's just the thing, and it's all black.
Yep.
I actually like what they did with the Adams Family. I think they did a really good job.
Yeah, I do too. I really like it.
I like it more now that I have a great table that matches it. That gives it pays homage to it, and it does it justice. Now I feel like I got the complete package. I got the table that really deserves to be in this cabinet, this beautiful cabinet they made. Pixelated Traveler says pinball table prices are dropping. Man, times are tough.
Oh yeah,
times are tough. Disposable income. Yeah, everything's more expensive. T. McCloskey. We talked about it a couple shows back. Times are tough.
Yep. Yeah, I mean they've come way down. Any pinball you look on Facebook Marketplace or even eBay, man, yeah, prices are gone way down. It was an overpriced space, anyways. It had to go down. There was no room to go up. It was too expensive for people to buy. And then time gets tough. Your extras always go first.
Yeah.
Money for other things. Pinball shop has a Stern Pro Dr. No for sale. I'm really thinking about getting it. How much they asking there, Dr. Mario? Yeah, I'm behind.
Yeah, Radio Latour says inflation is theft.
It is, especially when it's artificial inflation like we have.
Yeah. Yeah, the new Sterns are expensive, Mikey Yoon. They're not giving those away. They're not giving away that new X-Men. Not giving that one away. That mug, you better have deep pockets.
Some of them are 13,000, ain't they?
It's kind of like a car. Like once it leaves the lot, T. McCloskey. Once it leaves the lot.
Yeah.
I don't know how good invest. Some people are like, "Oh, pinball machines are a good investment." I'm not so sure, really, on some of these pinball machines that are that expensive.
If you can get it at the right price, it is.
Yeah.
Because if you get it low enough, you're going to make some money off it down the line somewhere.
Yeah.
But if you get it high,
if you buy high, you're probably going to lose money. Like right now, if you're buying the X-Men, you'll be buying high. You'll be paying the maximum price, But a year from now, my thing with pinball tables, though, is that even if I was going to buy one, I would play it a bunch on location before I buy anything.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's such a big investment,
Yep. And you got to make sure you like it.
You got to make sure you love it, because it's a lot of money,
If you got home and you play for
a nice used car, at least a minimum.
Yep. Yeah, 6,200 is a good price on that for sure. Yeah, I've seen a lot of those cutting down between 6,500. Some of the Stern stuff on Market Force I've seen at least down here. I've seen a couple for around 6,500. Ray says invest in gold, not in Stern. Yeah, you can make a little more money. I have not seen the deep dive on Avatar.
I have not seen that either. I've not seen that either.
You never know, Doc Mario. They might go a little lower too. You never know. Depends how desperate they want.
Well, even AtGames is responding. The AtGames responding. They came out with a less expensive model. It's completely upgradable. It's completely upgradable to the highest model. But for people that don't have that much money to invest in it right away, which I think is great. It shows to me that they're listening to what people want, and they're making moves based on what people actually want to get,
Pixelated Trailer says they want $12,000 for that new Avatar table.
Is that a Jersey Jack? Those are really expensive.
Is Jersey Jack doing Avatar? I was going to ask. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I think they're one of the most expensive pinball manufacturers.
Oh, Vegas says Avatar has different colored black light sensitive paint throughout the table and glows like a Tron. Oh man,
Well, that's cool.
that's cool. I have to check that out. Where do you check that out at, man? I want to check that out. That's
Yeah,
pretty
they
cool.
do a lot with the lighting with Avatar and Disney World, like all the way things glow and stuff.
Yeah.
That probably would be really cool. Carlos says 186 tables, 26 Zen, 160 Magic Pixel Farsight tables. The bulk of the tables are 4K. Yeah, it's true.
Just a
There's
few.
and then you got OTG and you got VPX on top of that. AtGames is a wide open platform as far as if you love pinball and you want a virtual pinball machine the way they have it now, man, they got all lanes covered.
Yep.
And we got VPX coming out soon, a standalone, which will even give you more tables. The ones we'll never get, the ones you'll never see, you could probably play on VPX. You know, whether it's licensing or maybe it's not popular enough. You know, and there are great pinball tables that just aren't popular enough to like skin a machine to it. You know,
Yep.
So lots of stuff happening still. It's an exciting time.
Video Game Vegas said that Avatar is Jersey Jack and has a freaking holographic topper. I gotta check that out, man.
Yeah, Chaotic BPR has been showing a lot of those VPX tables. I can't wait till that becomes public. Looks very cool.
Oh, they just revealed
there's
that.
a lot of good stuff coming out.
Yeah, they just revealed the Avatar today. Let's check that out too. RD says I own all 186 tables.
Woo woo!
I'm not in that club yet. I'll be there.
I'm in that club, Team McCloskey. I got them all.
Going forward, I got them all. I just don't have some of the
Team McCloskey for evercade. Team McCloskey, I'm down to 4 cartridges.
Nice.
I just got the grails, the really expensive hard ones to get. But I love collected stuff. I always have, whether it was comic books or, you know, evercade or.
Get that My Little Pony, Ray. Come on. Do we need to buy Ray My Little Pony so he has it in his inventory?
There's nothing wrong with My Little Pony.
You might like the rainbows.
It's got rainbow ball trails.
What's not to like?
It's not to like.
See, I would have to get it if it goes on sale at some point just to say I have them all, even if I didn't like it. There you go. Caro says, Ray, I'll buy it for you. I'll trade. Don't forget, guys.
If you'd have told me in the 80s I would be able to play in the same room Tomb Raider and then play Back to the Future pinball, I would have never believed it. You know, I mean, it's incredible. We have an abundance of cool things. I mean, we live in a golden age. If you love home arcades and arcade games and pinball, we really do live in a golden age. We have more access to better things than we've ever had, you know.
Jason said my splurge for pre-install. It's well worth it. But yeah, what I was going to say is don't forget we have a nod coming at the end of the month. That's where you see some better deals.
Yeah.
So, last weekend of this month, which is coming quick. I mean, we're already on the 12th, so yeah, it's in 2 weeks.
The SSF is a really good upgrade.
Yeah.
It really makes the table set. It's like a feel thing. Like it feels like the ball's rolling around with the way all the different exciter type things and the speakers work.
Did you notice the difference in SSF kit with Adam's Family today?
Sounded way better. Sounded way better. I don't know what they did with the sound, but it sounded better.
Oh. Remember how you used to like clunk like really hard and vibrate the speakers when the ball would drop off the playfield? That went totally away. It sounded so smooth, and you can hear the ball rolling around. It just you can almost feel like the heaviness of the ball. I mean, they definitely improved the SSF kit too with this rebuilds. I noticed that right away when I started playing Adams.
The SSF kit too, like the subwoofer. It's not really like a subwoofer. like you think when you're in the car, you have the subwoofer that has a whole bunch of presence. It's really it's not that kind of subwoofer. It's really for just feel, like when you're playing the table.
Right. Yeah,
but it doesn't have really that. Like when I think of a subwoofer, like with my home stereo, or when I'm watching a movie, my little subwoofer I have, it doesn't really do that kind of thing. It's more just like, I don't know how to explain it, but it doesn't have that presence like that, you know. It's not real strong.
And I think the subwoofer is mainly for the ball, like
Yeah.
rolling around and all
It's
that,
for the ball rolling around. Yeah, I think so too.
and making it feel like sound heavy, that clunk.
Because my family was like, I think my subwoofer's broken. I'm like, well, I think mine is exactly the same as his. Like, it's not real. It's not a real heavy subwoofer sound you get out of it, you know?
Yeah, even if you put it out loud, it's still not. It doesn't have a
Yeah,
lot of
even
bass.
at loud, it's not that loud. It's not typically what I would think of like a normal subwoofer, like in a stereo system.
Yeah, well, your subwoofer is for your bass. You know, that's where you.
Yeah,
bass,
it's not
this
like a
thing-
real deep bass.
No, it's not. It's a little bass.
Yeah, a little bass.
I say
But
the same
it definitely
thing.
helps.
Yep. See, Gregory said the same thing. ET pinball is very underrated. That's what I've been saying tonight. Like, you got to give ET a chance. It's a fun table. You go around and you pick up Reese Pieces, Papa Brad. Reese Pieces. You go pick them up.
I haven't gotten into it yet.
Then you go in the cornfield and pick up Reese Pieces in there, and you got to stay away from the cops.
The cops,
It's a fun
man.
table, man.
Team McCloskey. Team McCloskey.
Yeah, Elliot's voice is a little off.
McCloskey.
ET doesn't sound bad though. There he is.
Team McCloskey. Look at him.
E.T.
Who doesn't love ET? Come on now. Come on now.
Ouch.
Elliot. Who doesn't like ET? Look at that.
And now look at him there. He even got his finger pointed up.
I know. Look at that.
Ouch.
Anyway, yeah, let's pull that out.
All about the bass. All about the bass. About the bass.
Yep. No treble.
That's right. That's how I used to listen to heavy metal. Now I
So
get a ring in the ear.
Well, what do we got? What do we got on the agenda? Sorry, this is a slow kickoff here.
I know.
Sorry with all
There's
my
something to
technical
talk about,
problems.
man. Now we know where to start, but we'll start with the firmware update.
Okay.
Notes. I'll pull that up. Can you read that?
I can't read anything. I got a camera right in my face, Team McCloskey.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna have to do the reading. I'm sorry.
So here it is, firmware live update, which is today, a new system update 6.0.28 for all Legends Pinball 4K devices is now available. In addition to general stability, performance enhancements, this update includes the following new features. You got the improved input, like I said that all day, man. Now I can say it. Latency for
latency.
Studio Titans. Latency, yeah. I said it all day, you know. It's like I said it too much. So we got improved input. Latency for Zen, which is the flippers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Enhanced support now offers reduced flipper lag for Zen Studio tables.
Improved audio.
Improved smoother gaming experience. Yep, improved audio. Latency for Zen stables, which I think that a lot of that is the solenoids, right?
Team McCloskey, you could tell they're engineers over at AtGames the way they write this. They write it in a very technical language.
Yep. But improved.
They do a great
audio,
job, though.
I would
But
say
they're
it's more
definitely
for the
engineers.
solenoid. Do you know that the solenoid is more connected to the flippers now?
I turn it off because when I film videos, it's so distracting. But I'll have to turn it back on and check it out.
Enhanced support now offers improved audio latency for Zen Studio tables or titles, providing a more responsive audio gaming experience.
Team McCloskey, my wife loves the solenoids. She loves it when I have those on. That's her favorite.
And this is what I was telling everybody about the improved audio. Zen Studio's improved audio will be performed in waves. So if you notice something off with the audio, this is only wave one.
Okay.
It doesn't say how many waves we're going to have, but obviously we're going to have more than one. So
Barnes Arcade says Adam's Family is actually playable. Yes, it is totally playable, 100%. Gameplay is way better.
Making shots.
You can make the shots. Accuracies went way up.
You hit that damn train thing almost every time.
Yeah.
Flash Drive X support. Zen titles updated today, which is the 4, Back to the Future ET, Adam's Family, and all them. Those ones you can actually do the Flash Drive X, and in the coming weeks can now be saved and played directly from the flash drive. Mm-hmm. Titles that have not been updated will, with the improved latency, must still be run from internal memory. But once they're upgraded, they'll be on a flash drive as well.
Good to see you, Dark Realm Gaming. Welcome to the stream. Glad you're here.
Then they have optimized application performance. Application priority has been increased upon launch, ensuring optimal performance for a seamless gaming experience. I'm not sure what that means. Optimized application performance.
I don't know either, but it's
You
probably a good thing. Team McCloskey is probably a good thing.
I guess it don't.
What is that,
They
like
don't
it's written in engineer language. I mean, you just got to be a scientist.
it's almost.
I'm glad that we have them. God bless them. I mean, it's.
I mean,
I'm glad they studied up. They have the engineering and the science, but
they almost said the same thing, but just in different words.
yeah,
they didn't explain it.
Common English. It's not in common English. It's like an AtGames ease.
So optimized application performance has been improved. Not sure what that means, but then we have promotional navigation improvements after receiving a message regarding a discount. Selecting the go to the App Store X option, App Store X will be refreshed with the updated discounts.
For those that
If
don't
any-
speak AtGames, App Store X is just where you go to buy the games.
Yeah.
That's just like the name of like their store app. That's kind of on the machine.
Yeah, they should call it something else. But yeah, it's their store, and you can
Yeah.
do it right on your machines now. And then the discounts will be updated on the machines as
That's
well.
good. I like that. Like, add that. More discounts. I'm a fan of them adding the discounts on the machine when you purchase it from the machine. That was a good ad.
So Carl O says that optimized application performance is just continuous improvement program. Okay. Which they've been doing the whole time, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's ongoing. I mean,
Yeah, it's been their priority since upon launch to keep increasing the performance, right? That's basically
Yeah,
what it means.
yeah.
So I don't know why they put that in there, but the system will automatically update, which most of us already know. And then 2 bugs they fixed. The parent controls manage block list. Table names have been fixed to allow viewing the entire table name. I guess before the table names were chopped off. It was too long. They must have chopped off the end. So now you can see the whole table name. And then box art discounted price positioning adjusted for proper viewing of discounted prices. So that must have been the same way. It was off. And that's it, right? For the latest information, packs can be found here, latest release. So
quite a bit.
quite a bit there. The main thing is flipper lag improvement, audio improvement, and then able to put Zen tables on the flash drive.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the biggest 3 things that we got, which was awesome. Finally got that flipper lag. I say, it might not be gone, but we got it down to a reasonable spot.
Yeah,
Way down,
yeah,
way
it's
down.
totally playable at the level. I thought if they can get them down to that level. Now a lot of them will be below the Adam. Like if you look at like what they started with, Adam's Family was one of the highest ones. Team McCloskey.
Yep.
So a lot of them are going to be significantly even lower. But Adam's Family was notoriously already really one of the highest ones. So a lot of the other tables will even be better. I think it's just a complicated table for them to run for some reason.
Yeah.
It has unique issues with it.
Yeah. So that's that. Do you want to talk about the flipper lag?
It's gone. It's good. It's incredible. Oh yeah, you got the spreadsheet. Yeah.
Yeah,
You'll see that there are quite a few that are already starting lower than the Adams Family. Adams Family is one of the higher ones.
Yeah, I think
so. That's pretty hopeful for the other machines.
Okay, so here is
we got Jason Little Alien just gifted 5 Arcade Top memberships. Thank you, Jason.
Hey, thanks, Jason.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. So here's Adam's Family. The lag was at 138.8.
And look, it's one of the highest ones. If you look through them, the Adams Family was one of the very highest. So I'm really happy with how the Adams Family performed. So these other tables will even be better probably. Because look how high Adams Family was.
Barnes Arcade got one.
All right. Like Barnes Arcade.
I guess that's it.
He's got a cool YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, go drop Barnes Arcade a sub. Jason, if you want to put his link to his channel in the chat, that's fine.
Yeah, their lag was at 138.8. Now it's 94.7.
Yeah,
So they dropped
that is one of the
quite a
highest
bit.
ones too. When you look through them, that's the very highest one, I think. So any of
I'm
that are that
surprised.
high?
I was surprised Twilight Zone was at 137, which is right behind
Yeah.
Adam's Family.
Yeah,
I would never
I am
guess that,
too.
would you?
Twilight Zone plays really good.
World Cup Soccer, 137. And then I think this 8.33 is a frame rate, I do believe. Yeah, frame rate. Frame.
Yeah, it is
Stop.
interesting when you watched Wagner. I watched Wagner do the test, and it goes up and down a lot, and they kind of take an average.
Yeah, man, I was surprised how much.
Sometimes it would be as low as in the 80s, and then it would like it would go up and down a lot. But I mean, that must be how it works. It's just the average of it.
Yeah, one of the ones he did went all the way down to 60, and then the next one was like 80, and it's like next one was like 70, and
100.
it's
Yeah,
like,
I know. It's
it's
crazy.
like it pop up everywhere. I thought it'd be more consistent, but for whatever reason, it's not.
I guess that's why it does like the 20 presses, so that you could take an average of how it average the average of them all.
Yeah, you had to average them because never the same all the time. So. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty dramatic going from 139 to 94. I might say 95.
Yeah.
And that's at frames at 8. Well, frames were at 833. Now they're at 5.68. So that even dropped. They're running at 2560 times 1440. So what all the other ones do you have? Do you have anybody else in here besides Adam's Family? Oh, yeah, you should have ET in them on there. Okay, so yeah, here you go. Here's Jaws.
Good Jaws, 88.67. Look how much lower they got it.
And the frame.
It's going to be huge, man. I can't wait. All these tables are going to be redone. It's going to be great.
And then the frames is 5.32, which is pretty low too, which is good. See, they say that's running Jaws running at 2240 times 1260. It's one of the lower ones with that resolution. Then ET is at 85, so it's even a little better. Frames at 5.13, which is a little better as well. And then Back to the Future is 86. So they're all around the same, right? Which makes sense.
Yeah, we got a question in the chat. Someone's asked if they lowered the resolutions to reduce the flipper lag, and they did not. If you watch Wagner's video, he shows the tables side by side, where you can see them side by side, and they look the same to me.
Yeah, only thing I noticed on Adam's Family was the
Star
railing.
Trek, I think, must be a lower resolution, but other than that, the Next Generation, is that one on there?
Yeah, Adam's Family. I noticed before the flipper lag, there was no pixelating on the rails, and now there's pixelating on the rails. It's the only thing I noticed on Adam's Family.
But to me, it looks more realistic. Like if you look at it before, the rails almost looked like they were plastic or something. They didn't look like they were metal. To me, it looks more realistic the way they have it now.
Yeah, I just hate that pixelating on the rails, though. Which one do you want to look at? Next Generation.
Oh, Star Trek Next Generation would be the one I would say looks like it's in a lower resolution. I don't know if it is or not, but
they say it's at the same.
The naked eye, it looks like it, but I mean, I don't know.
And that's the flipper lag on that's 121, and then the frames is 7.29, which is a little higher, which would make it look a little distorted. Because it's saying it's running at the same as Jaws in that 2240 times 1260.
Yeah, I saw some people putting pictures of like the wire forms next to each other, and I actually think that it looks better because it looks more realistic now. But I know what you're saying about the Jaggies, but it does look more like it's metal and less like just like it's plastic rails or something.
I think I would rather look like plastic rails and without the
smoothness. Yeah,
it looks better.
Yeah,
it's supposed to look like that.
But it doesn't look like it's chrome.
Yeah, it's just that's the only thing. That's the only negative I have on. Is that, and they all have it. I think ET was the least on that. But
yeah, the Next Generation is the worst because every single wire form that is curved. The entire thing is all those wire forms are all curves. There's no straightaways, So it's like it's because of the way the table is designed.
Yeah, I'll get
that'll be a challenging one. I hope they redo that one. I hope they take another look. That one would be one that
that's one of the ones that magic.
Yeah.
I mean, really, that one's the only one that looks graphically bad. All the other ones look great. It's the only one that's like that. I don't know if it's because there's so much going on that table. But yeah, hopefully they'll look at it and maybe make some improvements if they can. That'd be great.
Yeah.
So cool thing on this is we only have Addams Family and Jaws and ET, but look at the difference, with the updated tables today. You're going
But if you play
over
those 4 tables, I mean, you could see already that it's going to be a big difference just from playing those 4 tables and seeing how they run. It's going to be a big difference, T. McCloskey.
Now I want to go back and play some of these other ones with high lag, see if I notice a difference after playing Back to the Future. I would think we might actually see a difference now going back to high.
I think we got used to it to a certain extent, and we adapted with our gameplay a little bit. I think it's a little bit of both. I think we did get used to it a little bit, and I think, but now we're going to have where it's going to be more accurate.
Yeah, like Twilight Zone, I go see that one because that one's at 137. Milliseconds. So I want to go play that one to see if I notice it now after playing these 4 today.
I don't know. I never had a problem making the shots in Twilight Zone, but I mean, less lag would probably even make it better. It seemed to me, I always said this every time we ever talk about this, but from Attack from Mars on, they seemed to, like, at least with what they were trying to do, they had figured out where they could kind of get it where it's acceptable. You know what I mean? It had lag, but it was still playable. But what we're going to get in the future is going to be better. So,
Dark Realm Gaming, that's my same Addams Family 4K pinball. I just have it reeled up closer to me so you can actually see the back glass image. Yeah, I mean, like I said, going from 138 to 94 is a big deal. I mean, that's a huge step forward. And then these new ones, Jaws and ET and them, are down to 88, 85, and 86, which are great. Now Wagner did do 2 Magic Pixel ones.
The average of all 3 measurement.
So he did 2 here. He did Dinosaur Dynasty here, and they came in at 54, 62, and 66. So 86 and 85 is getting closer to that gap, right? They're making that gap smaller between the Magic Pixel tables and Zen. So to me, that's great. I mean, they're getting there. They're almost there.
Yeah. So they're apples and oranges though too. I mean, like they're all going to run. Like Gottlieb's going to run different than Magic Pixel, which is going to run different than Zen. I mean, they're all going to run a little different. I mean, that's just going to be the nature of the beast.
Oh yeah. And then, they probably never get it down exactly down there, but they're getting close, which is
getting closer to each other at least. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, 85 to 66 is not that big of a gap. The other one they did was Arkanoid.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. And this one here.
That's really low, 55. Wow.
That's the average, though. And you can see here, a lot of them run, here's a 66 in there, 59, 65, 67. So that's why you have to do these 68.
Yeah. There's a 42. Although that one, like every once in a while you get one that's an outlier, huh? It's like either high or low.
Yeah, I guess that's why you got to do like these 30 to get the average, because they differ every time. But the gap is closing. To me,
that's good.
To show you the gap between the Zen and Magic Pixels is getting there. I mean, they're closing the gap, which is awesome.
Yeah.
68 to 85 is not bad. And you remember that the 85 Wagner's showing in this graph here. These are averages. I guarantee, like Back to the Future, Jaws, and ET, I guarantee there's some down in the 60s. But this is just the average. It's 86.
Yeah.
Of course, some will be above the 86. Some of these. This is what this 30 means. He did 30 samples to get the average of 86. So they're definitely closing in the gap, which is great to see, because a lot of people said they wouldn't even get this close. They'd never be able to fix the lag. It's unfixable. It's the hardware.
Unfixable.
Well, they proved that wrong.
Yeah, well, it took some doing, T. McCloskey. It was no walk in the park for them.
Well,
they had a call. They had to do a lot to get it working, but Apparently,
That's
yeah,
cool.
they're going to be able to make it work on a single board computer, which is incredible. I mean, it's
Yeah.
even that much more of an accomplishment, really.
Yep. But I figured if Magic Pixel can do it, Zen could do it, or at least get close to it. And look,
Yeah.
they're getting close. So it just shows you it was not a hardware issue. Totally. It was definitely software as well. If, like I said before, if they would have built these tables ground up like Magic Pixels, the lag would probably be a lot less. Right?
Yeah.
It's
I
just
mean,
not
I'm
throughout
sure
they
that's
started
what they had to do is they just had to start over.
Yeah.
I mean, you could tell with it. It's so different the way it plays that you could tell they definitely had to redo it completely.
Hey, what's up, Steps? Hashtag Space Ace. Can't get that Space Ace sucker. Israel says, Team Closing Papa Brad are definitely making me want to go to my local arcade just to play some pinball. You should, man. You should.
You should.
Pinball's a lot of fun, man. Especially some of these new Stearns and Jersey Jacks and all that. I think you have a blast.
Israel Gaming is really cool. I've been checking out his channel. He's got a good YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, go drop him a sub. I think he won a Goofy Foot's Tempest water control deck too, the waterfall.
Yeah, waterfall control deck and the marquee.
Enjoy that. And sub to his channel. He's got some cool content on there. I've been checking it out.
Well, I guess Steps wants that claw machine. Nice, Steps. Gregory said they probably learned so much by trying to fix the lag. I bet they did. They probably learned a lot from Magic Pixels because Magic Pixel helped them fix that. So, and the cool thing is working with Magic Pixels helps Zen work with AtGames because Magic Pixels know.
Yeah, that's all got to work together. It's all got to work together. I heard they sent people to Hungary to work like in person.
Yes,
so
they're still over there, I guess.
It's not no cakewalk. So, but it shows. The work shows. I mean, it's definitely way better.
Yeah, and it's just like they said, it just helps. Magic Pixels, it will help Zen make tables better on the AtGames product because they know all about the AtGames product, right?
Yeah, they've done so many tables. Think how many tables they've done.
So I thought that was pretty interesting that the Magic Pixels are where they're at, and Zen is getting closer to it, which is good to see.
Mm-hmm.
The gap has decreased for sure. Now, they might not ever get down to Magic Pixel numbers, but like I always say, if they can get close, I'm happy. And they're getting close, so Adam's Family is playable. I'm enjoying it now. Finally, I'm enjoying it, Papa Brad, after 9 months.
I know. Well, I mean, finally, we have it really pays homage to the real pinball machine correctly now. And I can really get behind it. And I can proudly say that, I have an Adam's Family 4KP, and the table that's on it plays really good. I felt like that was a major problem with it. The title table didn't play great. They could have, like, if they would have done Twilight Zone, the Twilight Zone played so good that I think a lot of people wouldn't have complained. The lag wasn't as noticeable, but because they picked one of the ones that was a challenging one, just cut. It is the number one selling pinball machine of all time. But it was a hard table to port, much harder than they ever thought, I think.
That's why it's weird that Wagner's spreadsheet
starts off with the initial highest amount of the highest level.
I'm just surprised Twilight Zone was up there with
I was too. I was surprised it plays so good. But
yeah, I would never guess that.
They obviously were changing things to try to make it work better, but we're gonna get them all redone, Team McCloskey. It's gonna be a whole new ball game. What's up, Gallagher Guy 88?
Hey, what's up, man? And it might be too because of Adam's Family being such a challenging table, and you have to make precise shots. Where Twilight Zone's a little more open. I mean, that's why we didn't notice it. Yeah,
Adam's Family is a very hard table.
Yeah, because you got to get the precise shots.
You
Those are hard to get, man. Even the electric chair, you got to hit that right spot to get that ball into the electric chair.
It has a pretty good flipper gap too in the Adam's Family.
I hate that gap.
It's definitely a challenging table. I mean, it's fun. Team McCloskey, 200 million.
I know. I came close to 100 million once. Almost
Oh,
there.
you're gonna get there now. You're gonna get there now.
Yeah. I haven't played a whole lot, so now I was having fun playing it today. I just couldn't.
Adam De
play
La
real
Torre
well.
got a 398 million score.
what's up, Adam?
398 million. What's up, Adam? Good to see you.
Haven't seen you in a while. Your brother's always in here bugging us, but good to see you in here. Just kidding.
Awesome.
Not right, but good to see you. And I'm not even going to show the. I'm going to show it to you, but this is the Adams Family release notes. It's exactly the same as firmware because
flipper latency is down. The audio was improved. You can put it on a flash drive, and the tournament system is fixed because they're going to be doing Zen tournaments soon. So they did fix a bug in the tournament participation, which is a big deal to me because you know we love playing the tournaments. So that's it's being proactive for the future.
Oh, look what it says too. You no longer have to beat your local top 5 scores to participate in the
registered.
tournament.
Yeah,
that's nice. That was always a pain in the butt.
It was a pain.
So that's cool. You don't have to beat your score. Nice. Anything else different in here? Glad you pointed that out.
Hey, how's your Tron holding up? Team McCloskey, Dark Realm Gaming wants to know how's your Tron holding up. Is it still turning on?
Yeah, there it is, man.
Still turning on. You gonna get your Dragon's Lair fixed? Or are you gonna send it to him for $40 to get the frame synced right, so it doesn't look like Daphne's in a kung fu movie?
So they want me to spend $40 on something that should have been already fucking fixed when they got the damn thing. So you're gonna charge me for your mistake? It don't fucking make sense to me.
I don't get it. Like, why wouldn't they release that?
You should fucking pay me $40, you assholes.
All that work you put into that, all the work you put into your Dragon's Lair, and they're going to gatekeep the fix.
$40 for something that you should pay me for. I should get some money back.
The only reason I'm asking you, Team McCloskey, is because you have a beautiful Dragon's Lair. You really put a lot of love into it. You got the waterfall deck. You got Hobby Hands custom graphics on your LCD display board. The only thing it needs, Team McCloskey, is that fix so that it's running the game perfectly. And then you can just like say, this one is finished. You know, you're finished then.
Yep. Only thing it could do is if somebody made a wider marquee up there.
Yeah, taller marquee that's more like the arcade.
That box that comes with it, the box that the marquee's in right now, can't support a taller marquee too.
They just changed the design last minute.
Yeah, and it's so fucking messed up. You're gonna pay people $40, make them pay $40 for something that they fucking broke. And my guess would be if I gave it to them, I'd get a fucking broken board.
Well, they'd have to send it back to you fixed, Team McCloskey. That's the whole point of sending it to them.
Who knows what would happen with it? What they do an oopsie, or what if it gets broken in the mail? Oopsie. Here, make sure you mail it back to the guy. You know, it could get broken in. It could get broken in the mail. I mean, it's just like no.
Yeah, it's the last step. It's the last step. I mean, like if they're not going to release the patch where you can patch it yourself, it's the last step to getting it perfect.
Yeah, and why am I going to send my board to you when you could just do a fucking flash drive
or connect a computer to it? I mean, we flash stuff all the time. I mean, all of our consoles and stuff, we do that to them.
Well, they did an update one time way back when you just plugged your USB flash drive in your computer, download it, and you put it to your USB in your machine. They did it before.
Yeah, they could totally do it.
They don't want to. They want to fucking make money off something that they should have fixed in the first place for free. Give me $40 because the freaking thing's not right. It's just it doesn't even make sense.
Sorry to trigger you, Team McCloskey. I look at that Dragon's Lair every time, and I know how much you love it. And there's that one flaw that now that we got the lag fixed in your pinball, you need to get the lag fixed on your Dragon's Lair.
I mean, do they at least pay for postage? Probably not. Probably have to freaking pay the shipping too. I mean, that's just so wrong to ask somebody $40 when it should have been correct out of the box.
Yeah, you would think.
It's so messed up. Give you $40. Give me fucking $40. Crooks. I don't think anything else on this Adams Family.
That's why here at Arcade Talk, we are the #1 Arcade 1-Up channel right there.
Yeah, that's why I moved away from Arcade 1-Up. That's exactly the reason why I quit buying shit from them.
They can't do it right. They don't go all the way.
And how long's that thing been out for? How many years has that Dragon Lair been out? And now they're just finding
long time, T. McCloskey.
You're too late to your own fucking party, you dumbasses. Let's just sue their asses. Charge me $40 to fix something that should have been fixed in the first place. It's your fault. Give us $40 so we fix it for you. It's like it doesn't. It's like what?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't think anything else on this Williams Adam Family is different than the firmware, except for what you pointed out. That's cool, but
those are the big things. The tournament thing's big. Yeah, that's proactive to the future.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, because that's coming.
Not and too then far down the road. Yeah.
Or is it next week? Let's pull up the map calendar. I know it's coming by the end of the month. Let's see. They didn't have it on here. I didn't download the new one.
Let's see. I got a question from Dark Realm about the Evercadians is like a show. Well, we put it together a show and we feel like we have enough to talk about. So as soon as I feel like we have enough news that we can all come together and have a substantial show, we'll do another Evercadians. But it's not like a weekly or anything. Probably bi-monthly or monthly. But thanks for asking.
Let's see. Here's a.
They're not paying for the postage, T. McCloskey.
Hell no.
You gotta mail it to them. And paying.
Yep. They ain't gonna pay for. If they ain't gonna pay for the freaking fix, they ain't gonna pay for. And they only need to mail it to them. They can just do a USB fucking update. Fucking cheap bastards. I mean, what's their mindset asking people for money? That's something that they should have fucking fixed in the first place.
So really about $48, Hobby Hand says. Arcade Talk. Arcade Talk, we're gonna have to get a swear jar.
Uh-oh.
You brought our show. We were running a nice PG show.
And look what you did.
You're dropping the bombs, Team.
Because look what you did. You brought it up. You knew it was going to be.
I can't help it. I'm looking at that beautiful Dragon's Lair behind you with that it's playing Space Ace. Probably because you can't stand to look at Dragon's Lair with the lag.
I know.
It's playing Space Ace, and I just know how much you love it. To me, it's rare that an Arcade 1-Up topic comes up that hits home. Because I know how much work you put into your Dragon's Lair. And I was just, I think, if I was you, I would finish the job and just get it
like
fixed.
Galka Guy says. Galka Guy said I would never trust 1-Up with my board. They will probably lose it. I said they'd probably break it. Galka Guy says they'd probably lose it.
It's I almost want to see a proof of fix, like put up a proof that that you actually fixed it before we send you the board.
Yeah, really.
But you got to film it. You got to film it using a good camera. You can't film it using StreamYards because StreamYards has lag.
Yeah,
You got to film it. We got to film it with a good camera that can capture it in motion. Because there were Arcade 1-Up YouTubers that did that to iArcade. I'm like, well, you're filming it through StreamYards. It has built-in lag. You got to film it with a camera.
Oh, well, here we go, Pop Brad. Tomorrow.
You got
then tournament start.
Tomorrow. What's the first one?
Yeah.
Adam's Family?
Yes. Yep.
All right. Let's go.
So they did that firmware just in time for the tournament starting tomorrow. Awesome. Yeah, and then next week, it will be the next three. Who's the next three again? Came out after Adam's Family. Snoopy. Attack from Mars? Star Trek? Yeah, I think it's those three next week.
Wow, they're doing all that. That's a big jump of tables.
But Adam's Family tournament starts tomorrow. So that's awesome for Zen. Zen only tournaments start tomorrow. That's cool.
RD says, you guys are the reason I bought a 4KP. Pull that comment up. RD here. Right here. You guys are the reason why I bought a 4KP. I bought mine during the second wave launch deals, and I bought it blind. Never even saw a virtual pinball machine before I got my 4KP. Well, thank you. Hope you're enjoying it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. Are you enjoying it?
Are you enjoying it? I hope so. I hope so. I know I like to me it's probably my most played machine.
It's my most played. I never played virtual pinball. I played once at Carl O's right before, but
Yeah, the HD.
but this is my first one.
HD was good. The HD was really good. There's nothing wrong with the HD pinball. It's definitely good.
Yeah, that's a good question. Accessible asks, is 4K worth the purchase if you already have the ALP with buy stuff back box? I think
If you're going to play OTG, probably not. If you're play OTG,
Yeah,
but
probably not,
if you're going to play native tables, it's nice.
especially if you get the SSF kit. 'Cause if you're going to play a lot of native or just native, 4K would be the way to go. But
Yeah,
there's a big
OTG
price.
is the same. There's no difference really. If you have the bigger back box, the buy stuff back box, you're gonna have a good OTG experience because that's pretty similar. But the native experience is better on the 4KP. Like I have them both. You know, I have them side by side. So
Yeah, if you're going to do OTG and you have good enough computer, you can run 4K tables with your computer through OTG.
Yeah.
But if you're going to run native, 4K would be a more expensive or better experience, but it's a lot more money too.
Yeah, and it is kind of easy mode too, because like everything's set up for you. It's all set up for like even if you don't OTG, everything's set up from right off the bat. You just plug your cables in, you know. You don't have to fiddle around with anything. You don't have to put in a VIBs board. It's just ready to go. You just plug your cables in, connect your computer to it, and your OTG or VPX you can run from a computer if you want to do that, you know. But you don't have to because they have a lot of good native tables too. But you know, there's a difference between playing native tables on the 4KP and playing the native tables on the HD. There's a difference for sure.
Thanks, Adam, for liking my carpet and my setup. Thanks. Yeah, I love my carpet, man. It never gets old looking at it under the black light. Yeah, I mean, there's pros and cons to both of them, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, if you have the buy stuff store back box and you're playing Steam Zen Pinball, you're probably going to have a very similar experience. It's still going to be great, you know. Just depends on your PC. You got a good PC, it's going to be a great experience, you know.
Yep. He said, love my ALP, but I don't get backlash on native tables. I do on OTG. I miss my native tables. My stuff doesn't know what causes it. I didn't know they had that issue. Has Buy Stuff ever come up with a kit for the ALP HD to make it like more like the 4K with like an SSF kit similar? I never really looked on their website.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know they have all kind of mods that you can do to the original HD.
They got mods, man.
They got mods on top of mods. They got mods for everything.
All the arcade one-ups, man. You can turn them all into racing cabinets.
Basically. I mean, the Buy Stuff store, they're like mad scientists over there. Like,
you know, now they're coming out with the Atari, almost full-size freaking Sprint.
Yeah, that thing is amazing, man. That thing's gorgeous. Oh, and Buy Stuff store, man, they're great. I mean, they do some really cool stuff.
Yeah, they really do. Always come out with something new all the time.
I remember the first thing I ever got from was I got those ALP risers. I mean, ALU risers for the ALU because I'm tall. I'm 6'2". They make risers that fit the ALU, which raises it up a little bit. And even that was really good. But they're a great company. They make some cool things.
Yeah, I got a couple of their risers. That's what's on my Dragon's Lair. I never took the riser out of the Arcade 1-Up Dragon's Lair box. It's still in its own box because I bought the Buy Stuff riser for it. That's why it's so tall. Got an 18-inch riser on that, I think. Because you look, I always go the wrong way.
Yeah, Carlo just said he got a for the confirmation. All non-Zen tables are 4K. Just for your information, FYI.
Yeah, I think
what's happening, Sacro? It's cool seeing Sacro at Pastimes Arcade, Brooklyn Menace. That was a pretty cool stream. That Pastimes Arcade looked pretty good, T. McCloskey. I don't know about
Yeah,
Galloping Ghost anymore. Galloping Ghost I always used to think that was the go-to. No one's going to touch that, but that Pastimes Arcade is pretty good for pinball. I was watching Brooklyn Menace's stream.
Yeah, watch some of it.
Pretty darn impressive place. That's on my bucket list of places to go. It makes the bucket list, T. McCluskey. I'd say that's S tier. So is Galloping Ghost, of course, is too as well. But I'm just saying that those are S tiers. Those are like your highest level arcades in America.
Yeah.
As is Waybacks in the South.
Pastime is only about 20, 30 minutes away from my mom and dad's house where I grew up.
Really? That is crazy, T. McCloskey. You need to go visit.
Yeah, we used to run track and football in high school down there. It's right outside of Youngstown, Ohio. Yeah, I mean, spent a lot of time down in that area growing up because it's not that far away from my mom and dad's house. It's kind of cool, but wasn't there back then. I think he only opened that not that long ago, like 5-6 years ago. It was his own personal collection. He ran out of room in his house, so he's like, I got to find somewhere to put these. So he made Pastimes Arcade because he ran out of room in his house.
I know, that's incredible, man. That's an amazing collection.
Yeah, he got some money.
So what else we got to talk about, Tim McCluskey?
Well, we got the Zen Universal Classics Pinball Pack. The notes.
Okay, pull those up.
See if there's anything in this. I haven't really looked at it or nothing. So there it is. Join the venture and release.
I like that they're actually telling you the exact flipper lag. Like you see that? They're putting it by the table.
Yeah.
Back to the Future 86.
Okay, yep.
ET. I can't read that. Is that 85.47?
Back to the Future is 86, ET is 85, and Jaws is 88. So they're all around the same.
Yeah, they play great. I mean, they play great. They play just like you would expect they would play. Like if you play them on OTG, the high-end computer, it feels similar. They got it. They got it down, T. McCluskey. The secret sauce has been developed. Whatever they're doing, do more of that.
Yep. And in case some of you guys didn't know, this already includes the improved flipper and audio enhancements. So there's no upgrade for this one. This is the first one actually came out that already had the improvements in it, which is great. So everything going forward will have these improvements already. So it's not something you have to re-download.
Yeah,
they're all going to be like.
I feel Back to the Future is the first really S tier Zen AtGames pinball table. Like it's perfect. Like to me, it's pretty much. I mean, it's as good as it's going to get.
This cool thing is that Jaws, man. They had where the boat rocks.
Oh man, the rocking that messes with you with the ball physics.
Yeah, and the ball start moving with the rocking.
The ball shifts all over the place, just like you're on the boat. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool. I didn't know how they were going to implement that. They did a really good job on that.
Oh, it's great, man. That whole pack is
awesome.
Good.
And then after
I can't wait till they do that the rest of them. But man, it is great.
And after it stops rocking, it feels like it's still rocking. You're like, is that still rocking? It's really not. It kind of messes with your head on that one.
It does mess with your head,
but it's
almost
cool.
Not as much as the Kong one where it turns everything upside down, but it is pretty crazy. That one really messes with your head. But the rocking of the boat is awesome. Yeah,
I was gonna hold the ball with the flippers. Then also the ball was going. I'm like, oh no, I gotta hit it.
I actually really like the Jaws table. The only thing that would have made it better is if they could have gotten that original John Williams music.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't have the actual music from Jaws. It has, it's still like themed music, but it's not the actual Jaws music, But I like it. It's great. Good stuff.
Yeah, that's not cool to hear. Unacceptable fringe said he sent pictures of the connections to buy stuff, and all I was told was it was tested and working before shipping. So I'm on my own with it, I guess. They'll buy stuff, but feel burned. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. It's got to be an issue. Could be a loose wire somewhere. Could have got damaged in shipping. That shit happens. I mean, look at AtGames, man. They had problems with shipments.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't blame you. It could have been done in shipping. You can't sit there and say, "Oh, it was working before we shipped it."
Well, stuff happens. Video game Vegas. He needs his back box fixed. My friend Randy, he had his there will be issues that they'll have to fix. It's just the luck of the draw. Then a lot of people just get them and they're perfectly fine. It's just an unfortunate thing when you're selling a lot of something. Sometimes they do have issues and they do need service.
Well, look how some of
Pretty
these delivery.
complicated machine.
Well, look how some of these delivery guys handle these packages.
Yeah.
I mean, drop kick. I mean, some of these guys know this drop kick. I mean, you see people just like throw a box on the porch. I mean, it's like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Yeah, these delivery guys do not handle this stuff. If it says fragile, I swear they are not fragile with it.
Well, I told
what
you
do
when
you
they
mean?
delivered my pinball, they just left it out in the middle of the street almost.
You're
Like,
probably lucky.
That's close enough.
Like they didn't roll it end to end.
Yeah, at least they didn't start flipping it from end to end. Good Lord. But yeah.
Yeah, Doc Mara says the rocking is epic. It's pretty cool.
I would like to see him get Aliens. That is a great Pinball FX3 table. We played that in tournament.
Yep.
That was a really great table.
Yeah, but I imagine Disney's in there with that, right?
Yeah, FX, and then they would have to use FX3. But that is a great table. Make sure you have that if you're into virtual pinball.
But the cool thing is, I mean, obviously Zen's working with them to have the Aliens tables, so there's always a possibility.
It's a possibility, yeah.
I mean, because Zen already has tables. Yeah.
Hobby says fragile stickers just means they get to kick it a few more times.
I know, that's what it seems like. What do you mean it's fragile? What's in here?
Shaken, not stirred, T. McCloskey.
I know, right? So, anything else on here? Known issues being worked on. Switching the flipper to nudge buttons inside of the pinball settings does not function properly within Zen pinball tables. And that's it. I don't see nothing on here.
Looking good.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm to talk about.
Kind of glad they put that flipper milliseconds on there.
Yeah, it is cool. I like that. No.
If you know the Magic Pixels numbers, which I think Wagner's going to do another video showing more Magic Pixels.
Well, they're going to be lower, but it's a different software altogether. It's a different thing,
Yeah, but like I said, that one was what 66. They're
all I know
86.
was I couldn't play Addams Family, and now I love it.
Yep.
So that's all I know. I mean, that's just the long and short of it is it's day and night.
That's all you need to know, right? It's more. It's playable.
It finally pays homage to the real pinball machine, and it's living up to the promise of what was advertised.
Yep.
Addams Family pinball machine for your home. It's one of the most expensive pinball machines to buy. It's a super collectible. T. McCloskey, the Addams Families, unfortunately, are so expensive. A lot of times they used to always see them on location because it's such a common table. But a lot of people don't even. A lot of the collectors and stuff, they don't want to put them out.
Don't want
They take the Addams Family home to their house, or the arcade owners,
Yeah.
and they put out the other machines because it's
There you can play these ones.
It's a valuable machine. Yeah. Play this new Stern. This new Pro model. Leave my Addams Family at home.
Hobby's hand said, I dropped a package off at the post office right in front of me. They chucked it 5 feet into a bin.
Oh my goodness. Unacceptable French says Addams Family Medieval Madness are two of his favorites of all time. Tales from the Crypt is a very good table too. I do agree. Yep, the 90s was a time for pinball for sure. Great. It was a golden age. They did a lot of great pinballs in the 90s. I too am very fond of 90s era pinballs. And
there's some great ones.
Williams and Bally. Yep.
Yeah. I can't remember when we talked about that. We had a list from the 90s that you got.
Yeah, they have a lot of great tables in the 90s.
There's a lot of great tables in that era. I was surprised how many there were. Guess what?
They really had to up their game to compete with arcade games,
Oh, no, that was the 90s. Damn it, that was the late 80s.
Yeah, that was the late 80s.
There's some good ones in there, too, though.
Hey, Elvira is one of those ones in those years. What if we get Elvira from Zen? T. McCloskey. What if we get Elvira? It's on the list. They said we're getting 3. We're getting 3.
Which 3 are they from this list?
We're getting 3. Elvira and the Party Monsters is on that list.
Zen said we're getting 3. They're going to one from 88.
It's my favorite Elvira table too. I love that one. That's my favorite one. Unacceptable Fringe. People are like, you mean you don't like the Stern House of Mystery? I mean, I like it. It's okay. It's a modern Stern. It's pretty cool. I like it, but I still like Scared Stiff more. That's my favorite, with the spider that spins.
Yep.
Even though it's older tech, it's older technology, right? You know, you got the DMD, you got the older technology. You don't have the video screen, but something about it, the nostalgia of it. I don't know. To me, Scared Stiff will always be my favorite Elvira table of the Elvira tables.
But you take the Party Monsters, I imagine.
Yeah, I like Party Monsters. The side art's really cool. The cabinet art is fantastic on that one.
Ray says Bad Cats. I think Carl did too. Bad Cats.
Yeah.
I can see them doing that one. Hey, what's up, PK? What is going on?
All right, we got PK in the house.
Hello. Welcome.
Congratulations on the amazing job that your team did redoing the Zen Adams Family Pinball table. And the Universal tables, a lot of hard work.
Yep.
And it really, it was worth the wait.
It
was hard to wait, but it was worth the wait, Team McCluskey.
It paid off.
It paid off. I mean,
definitely paid off. Can't wait to get to other fixes next 4 weeks.
I know. It's going to be like Christmas. We're going to be getting all these new tables, Team McCluskey. It's going to be like rediscovering them all again.
Oh, I know. Like Adams Family definitely is. It's like, wow, I can hit this shot, man. I can hit this shot.
It's incredible. The
awesome.
Gameplay difference is amazing. The accuracy, and just from a playing standpoint, it's lived up to the promise of having an Adams Family, something that's like the Adams Family to play at home.
Yep. I see any other ones on this list you'd like to see? I could see him doing Bad Cats for sure. Taxi.
Oh, Black Knight 2000, I love. That's a good pinball. Anything on that list is good. I mean, those are all good pinballs, but
would not be disappointed in any of them.
No, I wouldn't be disappointed in any of them. But Black Knight 2000 would rank high. Bad Cats ranks high. Elvira and the Party Monsters is high. Taxi is a really high one for me. I got to play Jokers recently when I went on that tour. When I went to Southern Fried Gaming, that's pretty fun.
See, what's that one about? I never played that one.
It's just like
Is
it's
it
kind
cards?
Like a card theme.
It is card.
Bonsai Run, I don't see them doing because that has an animated back glass.
Oh, yeah.
That one would be really hard to do, but they might do it. I don't know. But I could see him doing Taxi would be one I would see him doing.
Is it Luminar? You say it? Not sure. He says my Attack from Mario 4K is hopefully getting delivered tomorrow. You guys are keeping the hype train going. Awesome, man.
Oh, okay. Luminator. It's an 8. Luminator.
Yeah, Luminator 8. Yep. Getting his tomorrow, hopefully, just in time for the fixes.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
Good time
we
to
got
get
chaotic BPRs in the chat. Good to see you, chaotic. Yeah.
Yep. He was in there
got
earlier.
Lil Alien here. He's always here. He's our moderator for our channel. Thank you, Lil Alien, for all the hard work you do for us.
Attack PG. Welcome.
Yeah.
He just popped in here.
Earthshaker.
Yeah. Earthshaker, man. You got to have the shaker in there to shake. That's the first one that had the shaker in it, right?
Yeah, it was the first one that had the shaker motor.
Yeah. Any 3 on there, man, I'd be happy. I mean, there's not really a bad one on there.
Yeah. And we're getting three of those, something on that list. We'll get 3 of those, some on that list.
1 from the 88 and 2 from 89.
1 from 88 and 2 from 89. I would say Black Knight 2000 is a must-have, and Elvira would be my must-have. If I could have any of them for the 89s, but I'll take any of them. They're all good tables. Yeah, that
Tac.
bonsai run is crazy. There's like a mini game you play where you have flippers. You shoot the ball up on the back glass. There's like a whole mini game. Oh yeah, I love the Elvira table. That's a great one. The Scared Stiff. That's a fun table. Police Force is good. I played that one recently.
Did you know there was a movie of the Party Monsters? Seth Green.
I didn't know
Marilyn
that.
Manson, another actor from Home Alone. Seth Green and Marilyn Manson was in it. No, I did not. Papa Brad wants out Elvira. Jeremy says Police Force is good. It's great.
Yeah. Attack PG says Black Knight and Mad Cats are at his local used vinyl store.
Oh, nice. That's cool. I have two good ones in there. Damn. Elvira is a seller. Yes, it is. Black Knight 2000 is a favorite of mine.
Yeah, I agree. I love the music. Like the music is so awesome in that game. They have like a theme song. Team McCloskey. It's great. Like it plays this certain song that they have for the table. It's great. I love all the Black Knight tables. I like all three of them. The original Black Knight was the first multi-floor, multi-level pinball.
Dark Realms, Party Monster, is based on a true story. Chaotic says, especially on the VPX standalone. So they have the Black Knight on the VPX.
Well, I can't wait till that becomes public. That's going to be so fun.
So,
and I know Chaotic's been putting in a lot of work, getting tables running. And I'd like to say a thank you from the whole community to Chaotic BPR. If you're not subscribed to his channel, he has a great YouTube channel. Go over there and drop him a sub. Plus, he's doing a lot of work behind the scenes, and we're all going to benefit from it eventually. So that's really great. Thank you, Chaotic BPR.
Yeah,
Brian's good.
Thanks for all that time.
Yeah,
time. I would not be able to spend that kind of time on there.
It
would not be a good one.
Go up to 350 tables, he said.
Nice.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, man.
That's a lot. That's a lot to do.
Hey, Jason put his Real Gaming link in the chat. Make it easier for you to go over there. Give him a sub.
So what else we got, McCloskey?
I'll try. We're going to hear about that in fourth quarter from Zen. Which ones are going to be? That's right around the corner.
Right around the corner. We're going to have 3 more Williams pinball tables. It's exciting. If you're into, like we're all into real pinball as well. So just to get more recreations of real pinballs is a huge win. Zen's going to do them right. I mean, they always do a good job. So it's going to be exciting.
Yep. Okay. Is it time for Carl's Game of the Week? We're at 2 hours.
Yeah. We going to talk about tournaments at all, or
what's that?
We're going to do that last. We're going to do tournaments last.
Yeah.
We'll do tournaments last. Okay. So we'll do the Carl Game of the Week. Okay. Let's do it, man.
We're in a little bit of the clip.
Yeah.
We'll see the rest on Papa Brad's channel. So let's roll it, man.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. It's time for Carl O's Game of the Week.
It's time for Carl O's Game of the Week.
The human has been neutralized. Intruder alert.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Papa Brad's Gaming, your go-to channel for all things retro and arcade. Today we're diving into a forgotten gem from the late 80s arcade scene. A game you might not know, but definitely should. Let's take a look at Zybots. Zybots was released by Atari in 1987, at a time when arcades were filled with all kinds of innovative games. But Zybots stood out with its unique combination of third-person action and maze-crawling mechanics. It's a game about navigating futuristic mazes, destroying robots, collecting power-ups, while trying to escape a deadly trap. You play as one of 2 Space Marines, whose mission is to eliminate and destroy the Zybots and escape a series of complex mazes. The game's isometric view and innovative turning controls were ahead of its time, bringing a new level of depth to arcade shooters. So let's break down what makes Zybots so special. First off, it's a 2-player cooperative game, which was a huge draw back in the day. You and a friend could team up to blast Zybots and navigate the labyrinth together. Here's another cool part. The game introduced a rotating feature using a joystick that lets you turn 90 degrees left or right. This gave Zybots a first-person shooter feel, despite being a third-person game, making it a hybrid experience that was pretty unique for the time. You're not just running around shooting robots, you have to navigate the maze, find keys, collect coins for upgrades, and manage your energy. If you run out of energy, it's game over. Graphics-wise, Zybots was no slouch either. It has colorful visuals, detailed mazes, and a distinct art style that really gave it that 80s sci-fi vibe. Felt like you were exploring a cybernetic world full of enemies out to get you. Let's talk about the sound, because in an arcade, sound mattered just as much as visuals. Zybots had those classic 80s beeps, boops, and mechanical sounds you just don't hear anymore. The laser sounds when you shoot a Zybot and the mechanical hum when they come after you, it really helped to immerse you in the game's world. Now, Zybots might not be as famous as some of Atari's other titles, but it's a game with serious replay value. Each level represents a new maze with different layouts and enemy patterns. The cooperative gameplay really shines if you can find you and a friend to work together to beat the Zybot Menace.
One intruder destroyed.
So why should you check out Zybots today? Well, if you're a fan of early 3D gaming mechanics, Zybots was a fantastic example of how the industry was experimenting with new ideas in the late 80s. It's got that retro charm, solid gameplay, and is a great reminder of what made arcades so special.
Stop the humans.
Plus, this is truly a game that is best played with 2 players. While it might not be as well known as Pac-Man or Galaga, but Zybots deserves a spot in your arcade gaming history. You can find it on collections like Atari compilations, and if you're lucky, you might stumble across a cabinet at a retro arcade. Let me discuss some interesting facts about Zybots. Zybots was developed by Atari Games, known for creating many influential arcade titles. Of course, who doesn't love an Atari game? The genre of Zybots is considered a third-person shooter, and it has a maze-like structure. Another interesting fact is the perspective. The game features a unique pseudo-3D person perspective, where players control the character moving through mazes from behind. Zybots also supported 2-player cooperative gameplay, making it one of the early games with co-op functionality. Players control either Major Rock Hardy or Captain Ace Gunn, 2 futuristic soldiers. Let's talk about the storyline. The premise revolves around fighting an army of robots known as the Zybots in a dystopian future. Zybots had a health system. Unlike many other games of its time, Zybots features a health bar rather than a one-hit kill system. That was unusual for the time this game was made. The game Zybots also includes an in-game currency system, and that allows players to collect coins from defeated enemies. Players can use the collected coins to purchase upgrades such as increased health, extra ammo, and improved weapons. The game is divided into a series of maze-like levels, each filled with Zybots and obstacles to navigate. At the end of certain levels, player may encounter boss characters that are more challenging to defeat than your regular enemies. Power-ups are scattered throughout levels, including speed boosts and shielding for temporary invincibility. While it wasn't a blockbuster success, Zybots gained a cult following due to its innovative gameplay and cooperative mechanics. The game has been ported to many home systems, including Atari Lynx, Commodore 64, Amiga, ZX Spectrum, and others. There are many different types of Zybots, each with different attack patterns and movement behaviors. The camera system of this game, each player's view is shown on a split screen, even in the two-player mode, which is unusual for arcade games of the time. Zybots does not have an end game. Like most arcade games, you travel through the game until you either run out of health or quarters. The legacy of Zybots. Zybots is considered a precursor to more modern third-person shooters. With its innovative camera perspective and maze-like level design, it was definitely an influence for later games. Alright, and that's all for today's episode of Papa Brad's Gaming. If you've played Zybots or you're planning to check it out after watching this video, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell to stay up to date on all of the latest retro gaming and arcade content. Thanks for watching, and remember, the arcade is where legends are made. Keep gaming, and I'll see you next time. And as always, stay legit.
Oh, he even said, yeah, because there's still like 5 minutes left in this video. And so
Yeah,
check out
yeah.
the rest. Check it out on Pop Brad's channel.
So let's talk about tournaments, Team McCloskey. And oh boy, is there a lot going on.
Man,
There are lots of good tournaments going on, Team McCloskey.
you got new ones starting tomorrow. Zen only tournament start tomorrow on AtGames, which is
Mhm.
going to be the Adams family.
Adam's Family. You can get to play the new lag-free version. It's fantastic.
You don't have to beat your top 5 local scores either.
They fixed that as well. Fantastic.
Nice.
Well done, AtGames.
So
And
this
Flipper
is
Friends. Flipper Friends is starting another week.
last week for Flipper Friends for season 1. So we got Genie, Fox and Socks, and
That's
Soccer
a wide
King.
body. That's an old classic pinball
Right.
Genie.
Soccer King, man. Last time we played a Soccer King, I didn't like it, but that was that freaking one.
We
with
played the
little wood
retro
flipper.
one though. This one might be better, Team McCloskey.
It's
We
got to be
them
better than that.
Seuss, Dr. Seuss tables are from got Fox and Socks.
Fox and Socks, I like that one.
Man, I really liked playing Oh the Places You'll Go. That was fun to play.
I got a great score on that.
I know you did good. Did you get top 10?
Yeah, I was top 5.
Top 5. Congratulations, Team McCloskey.
Actually put a hell of a score in, man. Hell of a score. Finally figured out what to do on that thing.
I actually liked this past week's game, Rescue 911, Rainbow Islands, and Speed King. Those were fun to play.
I didn't like Speed King.
I actually did pretty good in it. We have Genie though, which is a wide body. That means the pinball was. If you
Oh,
ever
that's
see this
right.
pinball, it's super wide. Team McCloskey. It's like gigantic. It's like way wider than a normal pinball. And then we got Fox and Socks and Soccer Kings. So yeah, the Rescue 911 is a good table, Carlo. I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun to play. I agree, Ray. That's Attack P. Is it Attack PG? Am I saying it right? Rescue was addictive. Evil Genius says Central Park was the work of the devil. There you go. Look how wide that mug is, Team McCloskey. Look at that thing.
Yeah, Look how wide that one is, and then you got one right next to it.
It looks that
It's
makes
a
a
normal
regular
size.
pinball look like a toy. Look at how wide that it's a monster, man. Look at that. Yes, sir. PG. Okay, thanks. Attack PG.
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah,
Let
it
me
makes
tell
it
you
look
what,
like
when you
one.
nudge those, T. McCloskey, you go to nudge it, and the thing barely moves because they're so heavy, T. McCloskey. You think of regular pinball machines heavy? These are like heavier than regular. Like
I
you go to
imagine.
nudge these and they barely move. I mean, you really have to get aggressive. But this is the old school pinball, you know what I mean? These kind of machines, nudging was part of the strategy. You know, this is definitely a machine you want to nudge on.
That's how that Speed King was.
Yeah. Actually, I'll say this: Speed King was 1,000% better than Caveman. Caveman was really bad. I mean, I'll take Speed King any day over Caveman.
You know, I figured a little trick on the Caveman.
Did you?
I got a decent score. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
One of
That's
those
good.
wooden flippers, you can actually hold the ball and shoot it up straight up and hit the thing over and over and over.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of strategy in pinball. When you watch the really good players like Mad Ben Han or Tomato Grass, there's a lot of strategy involved. That the people getting these top scores, they figure out how to play for score. They figure out all the tricks. Then, of course, they have a lot of skill as well. But there is strategy involved when you get into playing the tournaments. But I just have a blast. It's a lot of fun, and I feel like the fun thing is when you come back to the table, it's just like you've learned so much. After you almost have to play the table for a week to really experience all of its nuances. You know what I mean? It's like it's a lot of these tables, we wouldn't give them a week normally if they weren't in the tournament. Don't you agree?
Right. Yeah, I'd play it once or twice and then move
Play
on.
it once or twice, and then you'd be done with it.
That's the nice thing about the tournaments, man. It makes you
Tournaments really get you to look at the table and get a little
try to
deeper
get
dive
better
into it.
Yep.
Try to get better. Mm-hmm.
Try to move up on the leaderboards.
Yeah. I think the last time I watched Tomato Grass, I went up 22 places on the leaderboards. That's how much strategy. I mean, I literally have him on and I'm playing it. He does these real long streams, T. He'll stream for like 3 or 4 hours. Tomato Grass.
Who wants to stream that long? Glad we never do.
Well, he's playing pinball. So I just have him on beside me and I'm playing pinball as well. So I just have him on my arcade and he's like talking about the tricks of the table and it helps. It's fun.
All right. So we'll go over these real quick.
Look at that.
See them on here?
In our chat, Attack PG. Number 1. We got the number 1 player of Rescue 911 right here in the chat in Arcade Talk right now, T. McCloskey.
There he is.
Whoop, whoop.
PG, 983 million.
Wow.
Great score, man. Great score.
Heck of a score.
Beat Tomato Grass.
Got Tomato Grass in number 2.
He had 857 million.
Mm-hmm.
Look who's ninth, Papa Brad. Look who's ninth over there.
McCloskey in the top 10.
Top 10 again.
Man, you're getting good, T. McCloskey. Shout out to Attack PG, though, for number 1.
I know. Beat my score. If you see your name on there.
I'm on there. I swear I'm on there. I think I got knocked off. High scores on tab, 28th.
High score. 348 million. Good score.
There I am.
There you are.
I know. Hey, look, I don't feel too bad because look where Mad Ben Han is. He's a heck of a pinball player. He's in 36. I don't feel too bad.
Yeah, I was having problems too. Sometimes I would play on Rescue 911. It wouldn't register my score. Next time it would. The next time it wouldn't. The next 2 times it would. It was like hit or miss. I'm not sure why that was doing that, but I had the same problem.
Yeah.
High scores on tap. He had it 1 billion and he didn't register.
Yeah. You can kind of double dip because you can also save your score in calling all ballers using iScored, and you can also register your score there. So there's 2 ways. No baller left behind. I thought they were going to change their name to calling all ballers.
Oh no.
But maybe
I like
not.
Carl O.
At least it's not negative. The no ballers left behind has a negative connotation.
Car O was 39th at 277 million. Recognize anybody else? There it is. And then we go up here to Speed King. Mad Ben Hand was number one on that one.
Right, number one, yeah.
178.
In the
said,
Team McCloskey, in the chat, we got the number one player of Speed King.
there he is.
Number one player right here in the chat. Thanks for being here, Mad Ben Hand.
Yep. Thanks for hanging out with us. So he was number one. Tomato Grass was number 2, 122.
A true wizard. I mean,
I tried to get to 100, man. I couldn't get it. I gave up. And there's Pop Brad, number 9. He hit 100.
oh, look at that. I'm in the top 10, Team McCloskey.
Yeah,
Top 10.
remember
See,
I
I like
showed
these.
you-
I like these old school pinballs, like these basic ones. I don't know. So I don't know why I like them, but I do like
I
them.
got pushed out. I got pushed out. You were 8.
Got pushed out.
You were 8, and I was 10th. And they pushed me out, suckers.
Well, you blew me away in the Rescue 911. I tried, but I was like, man, I'm not gonna get up to your score. But congratulations, well played, sir.
Well, you well played on this one, getting 100.
Yeah,
You're in a 100 club, 100,000 club.
Yeah.
Not too many. Only 9 people hit 100,000. So great score. I'm in 13th with 87. I told you I was coming for you, sucker.
you were gunning for me.
Top score.
I-
And you said
Team
good luck to
McCloskey,
that
I
one.
was watching your score go up. I kept checking it. And like, Team McCloskey's gunning for me. I saw your score going up on the. Every time I checked, you were a little higher, Team McCloskey.
Yeah, I just couldn't get above that 87.9. I got close so many times I could never get above that 8.
You know, and that's really the
87.
fun. The fun is competing with your friends, right?
Yeah.
You know, friendly competition. Yeah, iron sharpens iron. You know, you want to get better at pinball. You got to play against people that are good, and you know there are a lot of good pinball players in this community. And it's a lot of fun to get to play in these competitions.
Attack PG was 20th on Speed King. High scores on tap was 23rd. Dave LB, we see him in our Zen tournaments. Dave LB.
Yeah, there he is.
There he is. Recognize anybody else?
Sorry, Team McCloud. I have a camera right in front of me. I cannot see the screen.
Caro, hey, Caro made the top 50, man. He's number 50.
Carlo is on the list.
He didn't get pushed out. Way to go,
You get
Carlo.
pushed out. Good job, Carlo.
Hung on there, man.
Dude, I've been in every tournament, and I got in one in the last couple of hours. I got pushed off of it, so I missed one. At the last hours, someone got a score, and I got pushed off.
It kind of sucks, doesn't it? You're like, damn it, I thought I had it.
If it wasn't for that, I would be on every leaderboard that they've ever had. I should have played more. I didn't have time, Team McCluskey. I ran out of time.
Yeah, that happens. Caro on the bubble, he says. Okay, Rainbow Island. I don't own this one. It's the only title I don't own. Mad Ben Hen was number 1, 1.6 million.
Number one score in the chat.
Tomato Grass was number 3, 1 million. David LB's in there, number 10. He made top 10.
Well, that Balls of Fury, he's in a lot of the lists too. He must be a pretty good player. I see that name pop up a lot. I'm 20th on this one.
Oh, yeah, there you are. Number 20.
This table had a little bug where the spinner would work sometimes, and then sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, I did see that on Facebook.
That was it was that way for everybody. So like nobody was really at a disadvantage, but the spinner, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, that's weird. So it's probably always been there, but nobody's noticed it. They didn't play it enough until now.
The scores are automatically recorded when you play the game, Evil Genius.
Yep.
So this is the Flipper Friends tournament. This is from AtGames. And on these scores, they're just automatically recorded when you play. You have to make sure you exit the table, though. If you turn the table off without exiting, you won't get your score saved.
Yeah.
As long as you exit the table before you turn the machine off, it'll save your score. And then there's a second group where we use a phone, and you just shoot a picture of it with what's called iScored. And you can also put in scores that way, too. And they're doing it with the HD players and the 4KP players. So if you have HD, you can also play. So originally they called No Ballers Left Behind, the group, but it's another pinball competition group. And Gregory runs it. Gregory from the community runs that group.
Yeah.
That's a good group of players.
Caro says you sometimes have to clear the local high scores first. Yeah. So if you have a high score, you have to beat that one before it'll be on the list for the tournament. High score ended up being 26th. I don't see anybody else. Carl O, 39th. And Randy Iron, that's my family, right?
That's my family. Yep.
He ended up 50.
Friday night arcade show.
Right on the bubble again.
On the bubble.
On the bubble, but he made it.
He made
He
it.
had to be in the top 50 to win the random prize drawing, which they do, I think, early next week. They'll be doing that. But all right, off to our tournament. Get the Steam up here. If you didn't know, Pinball FX has reached 2 million players.
2 million players. Congratulations, Zen Pinball, Zen Studios.
2 million players, man. It's like, damn.
And the great thing about the Arcade Talk tournament is it's cross-platform. So not only can you play on your AtGames 4K Pinball, you can play on the PlayStation 5, the PlayStation 4, the Xbox.
Yeah, well,
pretty much everything but Switch, right, T. McCloskey?
Yeah, everything but Switch.
Everything but Switch you can play. So this is a bigger tournament. This is open to a lot of players. So you'll have a nice pool of players to play against.
Even Epic Games, you can play it through Epic Games. Autumn Fest starts tomorrow. Zen only tables. Zen only tournaments, I should say. Starts tomorrow. And Adam's family is going to be the first Zen only tournament table. I think it say 3 p.m. Pacific, I think, starts.
Okay, cool.
Pretty sure that's what it said. Go with the one that ended.
Flipper Friends Autumn Fest, September 13th, 3 p.m.
So I thought. And then the HD only
tournament.
That game's HD only. We're not real sure if it's HD only tournaments, but that game's.
It says the Flipper Friends Zen Studios Autumn Fest launches this Friday for the first time ever. We're hosting a Zen Studio pinball tables in our tournaments. You won't want to miss a single thing. Get ready for 5 weeks of nonstop pinball action across 26 incredible Zen Studios pinball tables. But that's not all. There are awesome prizes.
Getting prizes on that one too. Hey, what's up, Tomato Grass? I don't know. Bob Brad froze. No, Papa Brad, come back. Come back from being frozen.
I'm frozen?
There you are. You're back. Yeah, you were there for a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's not your fault. It's all that stuff from the hurricane, imagine. Okay, our last week's tournament was Super League football. We ended up with 48 people in there. Pretty good for that table.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good turnout.
Yeah,
almost 50.
Yeah, almost hit 50, especially with it's not a popular Zen original or nothing. So
yeah.
Different, and it's different too. It's a different type of table.
It's different. You know, Carlo said he wanted to play Super League football, and we said, you know what, Carlo, it's time to play Super League football.
I didn't make him work for it because I did a poll last week.
Yeah, I know.
You did. Soccer.
I'm glad we got to play it because I know Carlo likes this table, so it was good.
Man, I liked it at first, man, but I tried to play earlier in the week, and I just could not beat my score. I'm like, man, I couldn't even score goals. I was like, dang, what's going on? The third time I ever played, I got into the second match because you actually play a soccer game and you actually play different, soccer matches. I got to the second match on my high score, but I could not ever get back there. All right, let's go through these real quick, Papa Brad. We got Diggy. We got Digger Dave 13 at 48th. We got Howdy at 47th. Mad Dog. Here's Mad Dog 46th. Ford Dress 45th.
45th.
Steva, is that like the sugar thing? Steva.
Yeah, sativa.
44th.
Sativa gummy.
Yeah, see. Back alley. 43rd.
DKG. I'm used to death. Gregory, 41st.
Hey, there's
Papa
Gregory.
Brad coming in 40th.
Fetch Binder, 39th. Disturb. There's wish I was a rock star. Disturb 76.
Was a rock star. Disturbed 76.
There he is.
38th. We got T Punk, familiar, always in our tournaments. T Punk, 37th. 36th. MF Doom, 35th. Dave LB.
We're just talking about him on AtGames.
Just talking about him. 34th. R2D2. Did you know
Hey.
R2D2 played pinball?
Hey, we got
Boop, boop, beep.
Star Wars in here.
That's
Nice.
Star Wars, man. We got celebrity. R2D2
Yeah.
played.
34th.
DDoS Ninja, 33rd. We got
There he
someone
is.
always plays in our tournaments. We got Wyo coming in 32nd.
16 million.
T McCloskey, not the fake stuff. I'm talking about the real coffee 99. Real coffee 99 and 31st.
17 million.
Papa
Hey,
Brad
there you are,
Gaming
kid.
playing on PS4. The other one was OTG.
18
30th.
million. Hey, top 30. Nice.
Yeah.
Good
Bobby
score.
Lenore, 29th. 28th.
19 million.
Motocross 1245.
26 million. There he
Evil
is.
Genius. The one and the only Evil Genius Entertainment.
Hey, I beat
JDV,
you. I beat you.
27th. Did you beat JDV this week?
Yep.
Yeah. He's been
That's
killing it on that.
accomplishment.
He killed it on the getaway on some of the Stern
Oh,
Williams
no.
tables, man. He killed it,
He
man.
crushes it. Yep.
He crushes it on those. But good to see JDV playing our tournament. Thank you for playing JDV.
28
Great
million.
channel,
Good
Evil
score.
Genius Entertainment. Of course, I'm subscribed. Metal 5460.
26th at 29 million.
Going on.
25th,
20th.
31 million.
Slim Dog 5050. 24th.
33 million. There he is.
One and only Carl O, Inky's owner. 23rd.
Oh, he almost beat me, Pop Brady. He almost beat me.
Oh, look at this, man. We had a little bit of a rivalry here. We had Arcade Talk and Carl O going up against each other.
Just beat him, man. Whew, I
Man.
survived. I survived.
He scraped by just a hair, T McCloskey.
Yep. Hey, thanks, Mega, for subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Evil Genius
Here,
says
sex
didn't
guy.
get time to really explore this table. It was surprisingly fun. Yeah, I do agree. Not a massive fan of soccer, but this is a fun table.
Yeah, it's totally different.
Thanks for playing in our tournament, Evil Genius. We appreciate that. We always like seeing your JDV on our scoreboard. And we know that not only is he a YouTuber, but he is a legitimate T McCloskey, a legitimate
Legit.
pinball player. He's
You are
proven he's got the chops to hang with the Arcade Talk crew. So
You are
thank you.
legit, sir. You are legit.
Yes, you're truly legit. He's a real deal.
Caro says Angel was biting at his heels. Who I didn't think I was going to survive, man.
I think you're man. Look at that. Carl was gunning for you. Only
Yeah.
what? 1 million, huh? 1 million difference. That was a close competition there.
Yep.
Dean Holcroft, another person we always see in our tournaments. Thank you for playing.
You beat me though.
You did beat Arcade Talk. That T McCloskey, that's all that matters is that you beat T McCloskey.
Good score,
I
man.
did not
38
beat you on this one. Congratulations for beating me, T McCloskey.
Oh, that's right. Both of yours were down there, huh?
Yeah. You beat
I did
me.
play on OTG. I would think it would be a little difficult on OTG. I don't know, just because of the way it played.
Yeah. No, it played good. It played good. It wasn't anything with the table. It was just me. But it plays good.
Top 20. We're in the top 20 now, Papa Brand.
Top 20 players now. These are the 20 best players of Super League football.
Almost made it. I was so
Yep.
close. Carl was close too. So, okay, number 20. Man, how do you say that one? Corinna. Slender.
Oslander.
Yeah, 20th, 40 million.
Willa Duff, 19th. Sack
44
pin
million.
player. Another
Hey.
frequenter of our tournaments. 18th. Good job.
He
Good
was
job
in here
getting
earlier.
top 20. Yeah, he was in here earlier.
Always in our chats.
Couch
48
SK
million?
174. 17th,
Wow.
16th, Zaman 78. Thank you for
Broke 50?
playing.
Hey, there he is.
Top 15 scores. Kadash. Frequent
58
flyer
million.
Arcade Talk tournaments. 15th. Rec Deck 71. 14th.
60 million.
Sacro
Sacro.
coming with a nice fat score. 64 million. Nice score, Sacro.
Wow, great score.
Dan
Man,
Z.
Dan Z's up there. 12.
Dan Z
71
12.
million.
Almost top 10. He's on the
Wow.
bubble of the top 10.
Great score. Danny Johnston, 11th, 83 million.
Danny Johnson, Dan's a foot.
Man, we're getting some big jumps now. Dang.
Yeah, but look at the jumps. Yeah, they're really getting big.
Top
From
10.
83 to 112. The 10th place to 11th is a huge jump.
Huge.
Top 10 players. Nick 917. Congratulations, you're in 10th place.
112 million.
Mike
Nice.
the Lush. Mike the Lush. Apparently, his lushiness doesn't keep him from playing pinball well because he's number 9 in the tournament. Good gameplay.
116 million. Big score. Big
Bill
score.
Shap won.
138 million. There's Georgia Peach. Wow.
Georgia
We're
Peach,
set.
7th place. Congratulations.
143 million. How you guys do this? How many matches do you guys play?
Great score. Adri Helly, 34, 6th place.
157 million. Big jump again. Another big jump. At 5th. Top
Ben
5.
Parisi, 5th.
172 million.
172 million.
There he is.
More donkey balls. 228 million, 245,747 with an epic score, proving that he has earned the name of Lord Donkey Balls. Good job, Lord Donkey Balls.
Lynn liked the tournament. Nice.
Thank you
Good
for playing,
score.
Malin.
Hikaru. These scores are crazy.
Top
I agree.
3.
Top
3 ballers.
Wow. What
Women,
is that?
5,000.
What is that?
Look at the jump. 228 to 562 mil.
What is that, Papa Brad? What is that?
That is
Damn.
the Wizards. The Wizards have entered the
Wow.
building. That is a Wizard
562
score.
million.
Pinball
Man,
Wizard. That's right.
Gee. Number 2. Oh, there he is.
Oh
Number-
man, but look, not to be unbeaten. Real creamer. Look at that score, Team McCloskey. 602 million. It's not the
Yerman
fake
is-
stuff. That's the real creamer.
And Yerman, number 3 is Jeremy in our chat.
Oh, cool. Thank you, Jeremy. Awesome, Jeremy. Great score. That's very impressive.
Hell of a score.
Hell of a 562 million. Well done, sir. Well done.
Right there with the real creamer.
Number
1,
3,
Papa Brad.
the real creamer.
Number 1.
The number 1 player, the official winner of the Super League football tournament on Arcade Talk is
There he is.
Vader 640. Woo!
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
All right, Vader. Well done.
Nice, nice. You guys are kicking ass.
Yeah, that was great, man. Good scores.
It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum. And I'm all out of gum.
So that means they kicked ass.
Yeah.
We're out
The
of
real
gum. They
creamer is
kicked
a
ass.
wizard. Vader is also a wizard.
Great scores, guys. Great scores. Thanks for playing. There's some hell of a scores. Did you end up winning like the whole tournament in these scores? Because I know you played like soccer tournaments. You're supposed to get to like the championship. So did you actually win the championship? I was kind of curious because I only got to the second match. So
Yeah,
I
that's
wasn't
cool.
sure how that worked. Wasn't sure how it worked.
Congrats on the win, Vader. Vader's in the chat. Team McCloskey, we got all the pinball wizards here. So glad you're joining us, Vader. Got the number 1 player, the winner of the Arcade Talk tournament. Super League football is in the chat. Thank you. Thanks for playing.
Thanks for playing, guys.
It's truly an honor to be playing with these great players that really are bringing top game to pinball.
Yeah, if you're in there, just let me know how far you got into that match. Because
Yeah,
if you
that's
didn't play in the
player.
tournament, if you didn't play in the tournament, this one was all about you actually played matches with another team and you actually had to win to advance to the next match.
It's pretty cool. And you know, it does almost feels like they're soccer balls instead of pinballs too, the way that the balls move.
Yeah, and how
This
they
was a really
sound.
fun table. It's very different, but it's really surprisingly fun, you know. I
Yeah,
enjoyed it. It was fun to play.
I just couldn't get
I
past
didn't
my
get
35.
one of those killer scores, but I had fun playing it.
Me either. Me either, but it was fun.
Hmm.
When I won the first match, I was like, yeah, I won. I actually won.
Jeremy got the wizard mode and he won 4 games. That's awesome.
Okay. So, and he was number 3. Okay. All right. So thanks everybody playing in that tournament. And our tournament started today. You guys didn't see nothing on it. I was doing all these other videos today.
Yeah, we had AtGames did give us quite a bit to process today. So we will make a video for the next tournament. What's the next tournament going to be, T. McCluskey?
Where is it? I did make a card for it.
We did a community vote for the next tournament, didn't we?
Yeah. Here's the results.
Yeah, let's pull up the results. So our next table we're doing, as chosen by the viewers of Arcade Talk, the next table we're doing is Red and Ted's Roadshow. Fantastic, classic, real pinball. It's going to be a lot of fun to play. Was that a Bally or a Williams?
Williams.
It's a Williams. That's a
Yep.
good one.
Let's see, find that on there. Yeah, it was a close one too. I'm not sure where the votes are now, but when I pulled this, it was 23 votes, and it was a real close, 39 to 35.
Yeah, it's close between that and Funhouse. Thank God it's not Funhouse. That Rudy creeps me out, T. McCloskey.
I know. I knew you'd
that
be happy.
ventriloquist dog creeps me out.
So here it is, Red Ted
This
Roadshow.
has the same kind of like ventriloquist looking heads, but they're not as creepy looking.
They're not as creepy, yeah.
This
two
one's
of them
not
on
really
there.
scary looking. It's not really creepy. It's just like they look like the construction workers.
Yep. So
This
the
will be fun to
ID,
play.
yep, the ID is LNOC.
LNOC.
LNOC. LNOC.
Elnock.
Yep.
Red and Ted's Roadshow.
Red and Ted. Let's see. Yeah, I still got this up. Can show real quick. Table looks like.
I didn't have a chance to put in a score yet, T.
I didn't either.
But let's see if we got some players in there at least already starting.
I just did it real quick, man.
Zach Finn Player said, "My wife banned Rudy from her house. Your wife is wise."
That's funny.
Is this a video on it? Okay, cool.
Okay, that's
the
what it
next
looks like.
table.
What do I do? Resume. There it is.
That's the table overview. Yeah. Well, this is going to be fun to play.
There's the 2 heads right there.
Yeah.
There's the back glass. Yeah, there, see right there, it says Williams.
Yeah, some Williams. Okay.
You gonna show the table itself? There we go.
Yeah, they'll pan into the camera. We'll pan into it.
Oh, it has a little radio on there. Got a bulldozer.
The bulldozer. The construction workers. Got Red and Ted.
Here they are. Their eyes are closed. They're sleeping. They're gonna wake up and see Papa Brad.
Oh, yep, their eyes are closed.
It's kind of creepy with their eyes closed. Oh, their eyes come up right away.
You will remove that bulldozer from the street.
Oh shit! Oh man, I moved fast. Man, this thing's a little loud. Dang! A lot of effects on this. Whoa! Drain, don't hit freaking head. Hey, 31 million. Oh shit! I've never expected that ball. Damn. Two cities. There you go. Didn't do the greatest, but you saw, man, it's a high-scoring table.
So long, y'all.
So long, y'all. Got 80 million. Hey, two of us. There's four of us in here. And that's so loud. So there we go. We got four in there. Wow. Look at it. Real Creamer already at 813 million. Told you it was a high-scoring game. So we got Arcade Talk, we got Sack Pen Player in there, we got Dave LB and Real Creamer. See who can beat Real Creamer's score there. You get your mic muted.
Sorry. I'm sorry, I was coughing. Yeah, Real Creamer's in the lead. I see. Congratulations. This is going to be a fun one.
Yeah, you see, I mean, I didn't really try, and I get that one shot. I got 31 million in one shot.
Wow.
Yeah, we got a lot of tournaments going on, guys. We got our tournament. AtGames has 3 tournaments going with what Gottlieb, Taito, Zachariah,
And Adam's family.
Then Zen only, the Adams family, and then Gregory has no ballers left behind. With his tournament,
Which really it's no big deal to play in, because if you're playing the tables anyway to do Flipper Friends, it's the same tables. You just shoot a picture with your phone, and you can play in both tournaments. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah,
all you need
it's really no big deal. It's kind of fun too, because that's a small group of really good players, but it's fun. It's fun just to be in both groups. I didn't realize with the no ballers left behind, you could play on your Legends 4KP, but they either HD or Legends 4KP. So if you own an HD pinball, there's another opportunity for you to play and compete in tournaments. I think AtGames is supposed to come out with something too for the HD players.
Yes,
I haven't heard yet what they're doing, but right now you can do the no ballers left behind tournaments.
I actually have that information.
Do you have information for the HD?
Yep. It starts
Legends HD calendar. When does that start?
Next
for HD
Friday.
friends.
September
Next
9th.
Friday, so they start
September 20th.
HD pinball tournaments are back.
So what it is, the first week they're doing a trial run, make sure everything works good. So this is a trial tournament. It starts on the 20th, and then the next Friday, the 27th, season 1, week 1 starts for HD. So there you go. So that starts next Friday. So we're gonna have 4K HD Zen only, Arcade Talk tournaments, and then Gregory's No Ballers Left Behind tournaments. So a lot of choices out there, guys. A lot of choices.
Playing them all.
And we do give gifts away sometimes on ours. So we always popping that up sometimes. And we'll give away something in a while. Maybe do that sometime here shortly. Maybe next week after. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, come check our tournament out this week, man. Red Ted's show, Road Show. I think you really love it.
When does Creature from the Black Lagoon launch, T. McCloskey?
October 2nd.
October 2nd. I'll announce a contest right now. We'll use iScored. I'll do.
Oh, you gonna do AtGames?
Yeah, I want to play it on AtGames. The Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah,
I'll do a $25 gift card. I'll throw in some prize money for Creature when it launches. We'll do a Creature tournament. I want to play Creature when it launches.
I'll do 15.
There we go. So that's what $40 right there.
$50 up.
All you have to do is play. It'll be a random. You'll have to be present in the Arcade Talk stream. You have to play in the tournament. So
I'm gonna do a random drawing, and
of course we'll shout you out if you win. I mean, but we're all gonna be playing. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But I'll do a prize for the Creature from the Black Lagoon tournament.
There you go. October 2nd that comes out, and then AtGames announces September 18th.
Mad Ben Hand says I'll send you my email for that gift card. He's ready. He's ready to win. Awesome. Awesome.
And we're gonna get an announcement next week from AtGames for a new cabinet artwork.
I know it's going to be great. I can't wait to find out.
Hoping it's Creature.
I'm hoping it's Creature too, but
Drops
anything
2
is
weeks
good. It's
exactly.
good news. More choices are good, But that would be my dream cabinet.
Mad Ben Hand says, "Boo! I thought it would be for the winner." Now we do random
Yeah, we do random.
because it gives everybody a chance.
Yeah, because there's a couple people that would always win that are so good. They're so good that they
Yeah.
would always win. But that doesn't mean we don't appreciate you. We do appreciate the good players.
Oh, yeah, it
But
makes me
just
better.
to make it more fun for the people that are not, so not such a high level of entry for the average person.
Yeah, yeah. Even if you come in 90th, you got a chance.
Yeah,
A
you
chance
still
to
have a
win
chance.
something.
You have a chance.
You tell me I have a chance.
Doc Mario thinks it's going to be natural history 2 cabinet art. Better not be. I'm just kidding, AtGames. Don't kick me out the group. But yeah, I would hope it would be something better than natural history 2 for the art.
Well, you might see one though down the line.
You might. I mean, they're Zen is a good. I mean, Magic Pixel is a good partner. They do have Dinosaur Dynasty, which is not. I don't know how the sales numbers are for it. Maybe it sells great. I don't know, but I would think that some of the other tables have outperformed it for the skins.
Yep.
Thank you, Sacro, for watching. We appreciate you. We will be seeing you on the leaderboards, I am sure.
Let you guys know that Natural History Pinball Pack 2 is coming out on September 26th.
That's going to be great. Those are going to be fun. The natural history for the first pack was so good.
Yeah.
Evil Genius is ready to compete in the Creature Tournament. See, that's what I'm talking about. We're going to start the hype right now for the Creature. I'm down. $25 gift card.
I'm going to give a 15 gift card.
Maybe I'll come up with something else too. I'll have to think about it. But we got time.
Yeah, well, 3 weeks right now.
3 weeks. Yeah, we got time.
Got time to figure things out. That is it. I don't have nothing else. You got anything else, Papa Red?
Make sure you check out my video on the Addams Family if you haven't checked it out. It's kind of my history with playing the Addams Family table. Make sure you check out T. McCloskey's videos. He has videos of E.T., Back to the Future, and Jaws already. You have all 3, yeah. Wow.
And I did Addams Family. I did Addams Family before and after.
I did too.
Your Addams Family is different than mine.
Yeah, mine's the story of the whole table. Yeah, they're both really good videos. If you're into AtGames Pinball, check out T. McCloskey and Papa Brad's videos.
Because Papa Brad goes all the way back. He goes all the way back to the beginning.
We're huge AtGames nerds. We love AtGames. Yeah, check out our videos. And I put up a quick one on Jaws, and it is completely demonetized, T. McCloskey, but it was worth it for the content. The content was worth getting demonetized. So check out my Jaws video. It's pretty fun. If you're a fan of Jaws, only if you're a fan of, who isn't a fan of Jaws, T. McCloskey? One of the all-time greatest movies ever made.
I know.
I mean, how can you not love Jaws? So I had to put movie clips in it because it's Jaws, T. McCloskey.
Jaws.
How can you not have the movie? That's where all the nostalgia is. So, but it is a great table. It's themed to the Jaws theme. So, but
what's about?
Check out our channels. I have Papa Brad's Gaming, Papa Brad Live, and the Evercadians. If you're into Evercade content, I have a channel specifically just for Evercade stuff called Evercadians. Of course, check out Arcade Talk. And check out Evil Genius Entertainment. He has a great channel. If you're not subscribed, I don't know why you wouldn't be, but he's got a great channel. Check his channel out too. He's got a lot of good content.
Check out the Game Shack over at Evil Genius Entertainment.
The Game Shack.
The Game Shack. It looks so small on the outside. When you go on the inside, it's huge.
It is huge on the inside.
How's it
Hobby
do that?
You just got 5 Arcade Talk memberships.
Hey, thanks, Hobby Hands, for the $5
Whoop, whoop.
memberships. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Thank you.
It is your destiny.
Got to put
All right, I saw that
him
banner.
in there. Yep, 93. He passed away the other day.
Shout out to James Earl Jones.
I didn't realize he was
One of
93.
the icons, the voice of Darth Vader. And I know you don't love it, T. McCloskey, but I love it. I have to say it. James Earl Jones, greatest role of all time, Conan the Barbarian. I know you don't love it, but I love it. James Earl Jones was in that movie.
He should have been.
He was Thulsa Doom. He was Thulsa Doom. James
Yeah, I
Earl
forgot
Jones
he
was
was in
awesome in Conan.
Field of Dreams.
He's a cool
that movie.
actor. He's really good, really gifted.
Hey, thanks, Pat Labrie. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Yeah, Field of Dreams was a great one he was in. He was in a bunch of movies, but yeah, he'll always be remembered for being Darth Vader. Did you know the guy that played Darth Vader did not know they changed his
David Prowse, yeah.
Didn't know until he went to the premiere of Star Wars.
That they were going to change his voice out. I know.
Yeah. That would
but
be
it's
awful,
way better
wouldn't
if you hear his voice. If you hear his voice, though, you can see why they did it. But
yeah, and he has an accent too. Was it a British accent? I think he had.
Accent. Yeah.
Yeah.
David Prowse. Oh my God.
They picked a great one with Pray Earl Jones. I mean, that was just awesome. It's like iconic, man. I mean, you hear that and it's like, hey, Darth Vader. Big Bang Theory. That's right. Yeah, Big Bang Theory. He was in a bunch of stuff. I mean, a lot of.
He was the king in Coming to America. Mad Dog says.
Yep, he was. Yeah, great guy. 93, man. Did not know he was that old, man, or that young. Look at Mickey Mouse. Let them wait. All right, guys. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. Hopefully, see you guys next Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern. We'll have more exciting news because we have more fixes coming, or rebuilds.
More rebuilds coming.
Snoopy
Attack from Mars, Snoopy.
Star Trek.
Awesome.
So Star Trek has 4, and then 1 Snoopy, and then 1 Attack from Mars. So you get quite a few fixes or rebuilds next week. So
quite a few.
Look out for our videos when those hit, because it will be next Thursday when they hit, I do believe. So I think they're all releasing on Thursdays. So but have a great weekend, everybody. Hope you have a great one.
And shout out to everyone watching. A special shout out to Jason, Little Alien. Thank you for supporting our channel and always being here for us. Thank you, Jason. We appreciate you. And as always, stay legit. Carlo as well. Carlo, from the beginning of my channel, Carlo's been with me. Thank you so much, Carlo. You've been a huge friend to Arcade Talk and Papa Brad's Gaming. Thank you, sir. Anything else you need to say, T. McCloskey? And I want to say a big thank you to AtGames themselves. I was in a hurricane, and they did reach out to me, and they were very kind to me when I was going through the hurricane. I do appreciate AtGames. Very nice people over there at AtGames. So thank you, sir. Thank you, AtGames, as well. That's about it.
Nice. Good to hear.
Good company, good people over there at AtGames.
They listen.
And they do listen. They're listening to the community. And it was nice to hear that they were concerned about Papa Brad going through the hurricane. So thank you.
Yeah, what you were like dead middle of that hurricane. I was watching.
I got lucky. I don't know how I got so lucky. My power didn't even go out, Team McCloskey. It was flickering all night long. I don't even know how I survived it like this, but all around me there's destruction. I was just lucky. I was just lucky. I don't know. I was just lucky. It was just like it wasn't my turn, I guess. But I mean,
And when we had that tropical storm Debbie come through, what, a month ago or less month ago, people were getting pounded all week. We were not getting it. We just got it that one day. We lucked out where I live. Everybody else was getting pounded, man, with rain and winds, and we didn't get it until like the last day. We got a bunch of rain and ended up over 14 inches of rain.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. It's no joke. The hurricanes are no joke, man. That's a long storm. Anything can happen.
And the winds, man, are just
it's just so nuts. Long. It's like a full day of craziness. But thank you, everyone. Thank you to everyone that was reached out to me during the hurricane too. I appreciate that. Thank you. We got a great community, Team McCloskey. We built a great community. We have a really strong community of a lot of positive people, a lot of good people in this community, and I'm very grateful to be part of it. And thank you for watching our content. I appreciate it.
Thank you for all your support.
All I gotta say.
Yeah, thank you for all your support. Thank you coming out every Thursday and hanging out with us. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for you guys games with us in these tournaments. Yeah, making us get better as gamers and pinball players. It's been great.
A lot of fun.
Does make it a lot of fun.
I'm trying hard, Pop Brown. I'm trying hard to get up those leaderboards. Get with.
I know you are, man. You're going to be a better player, Team McCloskey, before you know it.
It's made me a better player already.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
great.
we've gotten better. I can already see we've gotten better.
Oh, yeah,
Tia Klosky, 200 million and 200 million point score in Adam's Family. I never did that. I'm still can't believe the improvement. I mean, it's just
you get the free ball
absolutely
at 90 million.
incredible improvement that AtGames has made in Adam's Family. Very well done.
Well, Carl, AtGames is for the community.
They are.
All right, guys. Have a great weekend. We appreciate you guys. Stay safe out there. Always.
Stay legit.
We would be honored if you would join us.
May the 4th be with you.
T. McCluskey presents Arcade Talk live stream. It's time for Carl Emo the Week! Welcome to Arcade Wars.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming tonight. We're gonna do the Arcade Talk Show. Yeah, that's right here. The Arcade Talk Show. That's right, we're gonna do it tonight. Come on, people, let's do it. Let's do the show. What show is that? That's the Arcade Talk Show. Yeah, who's on tonight, you ask? You know who it is. P. McCluskey. And who else? You know who it is. Papa Brad Gaming.
Well, Papa Brad's a gaming. He's got passion in his soul. From pinball tables to Atari, he's always in control. He's a master of retrogaming. The old school style's his thing. With every flick of the joystick, you can hear the twang ting. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school living. From the classic arcades to the AtGames pinball bowling. With the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit. He's a lover of the classics, the sound of pixelated beats. Late nights at the arcade with every game defeat. But he'll keep on pushing till he's reached that final stage. Papa Brad's the gaming legend. His passion never fades. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school rolling. From the classic arcades to the AtGames pinball. pinball bowling with the Atari 2600. Your love for games will never quit. Stay true to yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit.